We are professional streamers.
Greetings. You're a professional streamer when the first thing that you say is we are professional streamers, and that is the first thing that everybody hears. Thank you so much for,
I love it.
adding that in there, Dustin. I appreciate that.
No problem.
We're professional amateurs.
Welcome everybody to Kids Tavern. Appreciate you being here. Happy Sunday. I hope you folks have had an awesome week, and welcome back to D&D. Super cool to actually have 2 weeks in a row where we get to play some D&D together, so this is very nice. It appears that Ivan is sleeping in, so we decided to go ahead and Ivan will join us when Ivan wakes up. So
If he does.
yeah. Oh, that sounds really dark.
Oh, yeah.
Like in
When he does.
When Ivan wakes up, he can join us, and so we're gonna carry on from there. Sounds sus. It does sound sus. Sounds like Victoria like stole his money in the middle of the night and left him for dead. I don't know. No comment.
Could never kill Ivan. You remember what was on the Valentine's Day card.
This is true.
I'll never assassinate you.
Yes. True. But that is kind of what an assassin would say. So
Fair.
Anyway, regardless, welcome back to Camp Tavern and D&D. We are doing the main campaign of Peekabou today and continuing on from where we left off last week. So I'll give a really quick recap. Not a ton happened last day, but I'll give a quick recap of what was up. We will introduce who's playing with us today, as we have a guest joining us. Kirby would also like to greet you all in hopes that you are having a fantastic day, but says it's too quiet, so he would like to contribute his voice a little bit more. He's literally been asleep right up till now, so parrots, that's what it's like.
Always right before you start streaming.
He's
asleep,
like, I'm
and
gonna
then
be so cute and so quiet for this entire stream. I'm just gonna sleep over here, and now he's like, nope, I'm gonna yell. All right, quick recap of last day. We are headed out from the main capital city and made our way down the coast towards the town of Loch, which is a seaside town that is mostly based around the profession, of course, of fishing. Mostly a human town and settlement, but also a few of elves and things like that also live in the city. Basically, the people that gather together that are fishermen or sailors or of that sort of, I don't know. I don't want to say profession again, and there is a word that I'm looking for, and it's not profession, so it's fine.
Lifestyle.
Fishing lifestyle, the seaside coastal lifestyle, coastal chic. Just there's fishing, but there's also quite a lot of design, interior design happening in this town of Loch. The coastal designs. Anyway, the crew all arrived in Loch, and most of the session involved them doing a bit of shopping. It had been a while since they've been able to sort of remain in a town for any longer than the adventure allowed, since most places they've been either run out of or were on a timeline, for people turning into werewolves and various things like that, or that people were, gonna be executed. So we were kind of in a rush for a while. So this was a session that we took to spend some time putting things together, selling off some things, and investing in some new armor and weapons. So we had a search for some magical items at an arcana shop, as well as taking a look at the blacksmith and what could be built. So Ivan and Lena both commissioned some armor and some weaponry that should be finished up. Would take a day sort of to get that done. Argonis traveled to the Arcana shop and was able to locate some magical stuff, such as a bag of holding and a cloak of protection, which is pretty exciting. And managed to trade off a basilisk fang. Was that the one you did, or was that? Or did
yeah.
I have that? Yes, you had another one. Was able to trade off a basilisk fang for some good stuff at the Arcana shop, and Vittori found himself some small potion bottles to put his potions in. I think that's pretty much what Vittori was hunting around for. Yeah. Found some mouse-sized potion bottles to distill his healing potions into, and then we traveled over to the wine cellar and were able to also speak with the owner of the wine cellar herself, who also appraised sort of high value items, where Ivan was able to sell his ruby for like 4,200 gold or something like that, which was pretty impressive, and was able to then pay for armor and weaponry. You then traveled to the floating inn that was on the side of the town over on the coast and got yourselves a couple rooms. And while you were there, you were warned that there was a tiefling that was checked into the inn by the timid innkeeper, I guess. She was sort of just a worker, but we'll call her the innkeeper. And as you folks were getting ready to head to bed, Ivan snoring in the corner, and Vittori working on his potions, and Argonis working on crafting some things as well. I'm pretty sure you were potion making too, right? Fairly certain. You heard a knock at the door. Upon opening the door, you were greeted by said tiefling, who introduced herself as Poetry and said that she remembered meeting Ivan and that Ivan had helped her out up in the cold city long, long ago, which in Peekabou time wasn't that long ago. It was probably maybe a month, but in real time, it was like over a year ago.
So long ago.
Hello, Ivan.
Ivan.
Oh my god, I gotta
Thanks for
turn my
joining.
heat down.
Oh, sorry, I'm loud.
No, it's like all my settings for Discord like reset itself, so
Oh,
everyone's
okay.
so loud.
Yay, Ivan's
Whisper
here.
for
That's
you.
exciting.
Yay.
Oh, I know what I forgot today. Music. Somebody find me music. Put on some music. I will assign. Sorry,
I'll
go
find
ahead.
random music.
Just find. It needs to be copyright free, though. That's the only thing to think about. The dog
Interpretive
hunt will be
music.
good. I can find it if no one else can. But welcome, Mikey. Thank you so much for joining us. Glad we were able to scoot that along until you joined. I meandered enough with the description that we were able to buy ourselves some time. Yay, everybody's here. All right, so that was sort of an overview of the last day. We ended off just as they were greeted by Poetry with that brief explanation. And yeah, let's introduce who we've got today. So, returning once again, Vittori, played by Saint Geronimo, also known as Yaren. Welcome back.
Hello, that is me. I have a question.
Yes. What is your question?
Okay, so we established that I stole like 3 potions, right?
Yes.
5.
There was 5 in total. You had 3, and then Arceus got 2. I think that's how we decided.
Yeah,
So
and so I'm
now
carrying
I'm putting
3
them
of
into
them.
smaller. Yeah, so I'm putting them into smaller bottles. How many potions should I give myself now, and what kind?
I'm like fairly certain that we already decided this last time, and I did not write it down.
Yeah, but I forgot to. I think we established that for every like
I think it was 3,
potion,
maybe.
Yeah, 3 for every. So that means I
Mhm.
get 9.
Yeah.
But do I give myself 9? Like, what kind of potions?
So yeah,
Do I
if
give myself?
you're drinking them, then they would probably just be a healing potion because you're just a little mouse. So you would have 9 healing potions, but
Like
they
a
wouldn't be like transferable. We'd have to remember that. So if someone needs one from you, it's not going to be a full healing potion. Like they would have to have 3 of your potions to be 1 regular healing potion.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to just
Thank
remember
you.
that and make a note. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
I'm
welcome.
adding them to my character sheet right now.
So, are you taking all 3, turning them into 9?
Yes.
Okay, I'll remove them for me.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right. Continuing on. Thanks, Victoria, for asking a question during that. I'm like, where were we? That is.
Sorry, I
on
needed to
to-
know.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. My brain is like, okay. We'll go on to Ivan because we'll come back around to our guest star as well here. Ivan, welcome back. Played by Mikey Likes It. Thanks for joining us. I hope you had a wonderful sleep.
Not enough, but I am here.
Yay!
Hello, everybody.
Gotta make sure to stretch. I feel like playing Ivan, you would need to stretch like everything, like your vocal cords, like your facial muscles. It must be a lot of work. I feel like you burn calories playing as Ivan.
I feel that.
Just a lot of volume, a lot of expression. So good. Also rejoining today is Argonis, played by Dust and Echoes. Welcome back.
Hello. Wow.
Wow, that's it. Okay. Hello.
Bleh. Welcome back. Appreciate you rejoining us today. Also joining us, I always have to say this, but the ever-brooding Lena, played by Call Me Ames.
Hello. I'm so brooding.
Whoa.
And now I just cry.
I'm still going to have some of that wine.
Right? Completely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you, Lena. And joining us as a guest today, not yet with the party, but we're going to have Amarina, played by Lady Echoes, also known as Krista, or also known as Butterfly Angel. Pretty much all of the above, but Lady Echoes is the term for all of you plebs, so make sure you're using the right thing.
Hello.
Welcome, thanks for joining.
Thank you for letting me.
Yay.
I mean, the pleasure is all yours to have me in your presence.
I
It's so
sometimes
true.
mess up and call you Lady Argonis because what is IRL?
That's
It's
so
only
cute
you.
though. Now I want like
It's
Argonis
okay.
to like show up and have a wife or something to be Lady Argonis. It's so cute.
IRL's boring. D&D is so much better.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Anyway, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining. Like I said, Amarina's not quite yet with the party, but we will figure that out here as we go. And Lady Echoes will be joining us as a guest for hopefully the next few sessions as we continue on with main Peekabou. So welcome back everybody. And without further ado, let's get started. So you folks are all at the Floating Unicorn Boat Inn that is kind of tied to the shore. You all had gotten rooms. Lena is sort of in the brig of the boat in one of the sort of darker rooms down below, which fits the aesthetic, of course. And Ivan, Argonis, and Vittori snagged sort of the workshop room, which has like a bed, but also a space to kind of work. So a good place for anybody that's working on crafting or something like that for the evening. So Argonis and Vittori were still awake and working on, of course, potion making and distilling their potions.
I'll be asleep for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Ivan was sort of asleep there, and you got that knock at the door, and you opened it to find Poetry, the tiefling, who greeted her, shared her name again, and said that she remembered Ivan from back up in the cold city. So that's where we're at. Poetry kind of looks at all of you. Ivan is still asleep on the bed. So, can I come in?
Could you excuse us for a second? And I close the door and whisper to Vittori, I don't know who this person is. Can we trust her?
Good talk.
Vittori?
Dang it, Vittori fell asleep again.
Vittori is asleep standing up.
Vittori has narcolepsy. I didn't know this.
The morning.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
Did we lose him?
Vittori!
Tori, we're talking to you.
He's still in the Discord. Still exists, but can't
Oh,
hear.
there he goes.
Oh no! Vittori's disappeared. It makes it so sad when the like picture like disappears from the frame. Ooh.
Like, no.
Oh, he's back. Hello?
Welcome back.
Hello.
Okay, you're
Hi.
back. Sweet.
Hey.
All right. Back to it.
All right, I'm going to go back to sleep now.
Okay. Argos,
Hello,
go
my
ahead and
internet
repeat.
was being mean.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Did you hear any of what I said? Yaren?
Like, if we cry every time.
Uh,
No.
Oh, okay.
okay. So I closed the door after she asked if she could come in, and I whispered to you if we could trust her, because I've never seen her before.
Don't know if we can trust her.
Don't know if we. Okay.
I don't know. Also, hang on a sec while I switch back to my computer.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna go over and try waking Ivan up. And I'm just gonna, like, kind of poke him in the face. Ivan! There's someone at the door for you!
Ah!
Ah!
What? What?
So there's a tiefling at the door, says she knows you.
Does she
Shall I-
look angry?
I look outside, does she look angry?
No, she doesn't look angry. She waves at you. She looks
No.
confused, but
A little confused, but not angry.
Okay.
Should I let her in?
Does she look like she has a weapon?
Not that I can see.
Well, look!
I will
Can't
look.
even believe we're in a
You're-
party.
You're not armed, are you?
are you opening
don't
the door
ask
again?
them.
I'm looking out the door and just
Just
sighing.
the door, like click, 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 click. She sort of like she looks kind of confused, but I do have my dagger, but I can put it somewhere if that's a problem.
No, that's fine. Ivan, you're decent, right? I'm letting her in.
Yeah,
All right. I open the door.
on most days.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Ivan sleeps naked, doesn't matter, like Argona's inventory in the room, doesn't matter. Anyway,
I've just been staring at the workbench the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, nope, not looking
avoiding
back.
eye contact.
Mhm.
You open the door and Poetry sort of slowly walks in. She looks happy to see Ivan and kind of gives like a shy wave. Hi, Ivan. I don't know if you remember me, but you helped me out when you were visiting the cold city in the north. My name's
Oh, bad memories. Bad memories.
Oh, I'm
There was
sorry.
there was an elf there. I liked her. And she was mean.
Oh,
Not like mean to me, because we hit it off really well. But apparently she was a bad guy.
oh, yeah, like the serial killer? I didn't realize that you had a relationship.
Yeah, that.
That's that's very hard.
I
I
remember.
understand that.
You wait. Oh yeah, weren't you even picked on?
Yeah, she looks like a little sad. Yeah, I mean, the cold cities, they don't really
Cold.
see a lot of tieflings. Yes,
Oh, sorry.
it is
Sorry,
cold.
yeah.
Yes. And they're cold to people. Yeah, so, but yeah, I was getting picked on by a group, and you rescued me and helped scare them off. It was a really bad week. The serial killer, I mean, I was being accused of that just for being a tiefling, so it was a pretty bad week. So having you come in and help and save me and not look at me like I was a serial killer was just really refreshing. So yeah, I don't know if you don't remember me, it's totally understandable. I'm sure there's a lot going on in your life. You're an adventurer. You were apparently dating a serial killer. That's a lot, so I understand if you don't remember me at all.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, I can't really get into it with you right now. But yeah, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I understand. I hate to do this since, I mean, you probably don't remember me, but I'm meeting someone
I'm
here
a
Locke.
taken man. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. That's
No.
not what I mean. I'm sorry. I'm not interested that
Ivan.
way. I'm sorry. If I
Let the
sent
lady
those
talk.
Signals.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm actually
Sorry.
I'm meeting my cousin here in Locke.
Your cousin Huron? Okay.
No, her name's not Huron. It's Amarena, but I mean I haven't
That's
found.
a nice name.
Thank
I like that name.
Thank you. I will let her know that you like her name. But I'm meeting her here in town. I'm kind of here to ask her help, but now that you folks
Why are you here with me? What the hell?
Because I'm staying at the inn and I saw you and I know you already helped in the Cold City, but they may actually need your help again. I don't know. I don't know what you are doing and what you all are. I'm sure you have many more important things to do, but a lot has happened in the Cold City since you left.
Shut the door real quick.
It's already closed.
Wait. Oh, she's here. Ha.
She's already in the room.
Argonis just shuts the door. She's in the room already anyway.
Argonis opens the door and shuts it again, just to make sure, like, see, it's closed.
Well,
leans into the door.
I don't mind helping. I think we should have all party members talk over that and make sure they want to do that.
I mean,
I'll go get Lena.
Yeah, I'm not waking Lena up again.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want me to?
We're kind of okay.
Okay.
What?
How about this? I understand. I'll be up in the kitchen area, and if you.
You mean down in the kitchen area?
No, it's up a floor, but.
Why? Wait. Hold on. How is this in here like all jacked up? We walked in. We went up a floor. Now this is where we all sleep. And then the kitchen's one more floor above us.
I don't think you went up a floor.
I think we went down a floor.
I don't think I said where you folks went. I just said that Lena was
We're
on
magically
the
just
bottom.
floating in another dimension. Okay.
Lena was in like one of the brig rooms. You folks are on the mid-level, and then there was like top-level suites and things. But when you sort of enter this floating in boat, you're kind of on the top level, like you're on the deck level.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's a boat.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
yeah. Okay, no, that's okay. I was like, did I say?
Yeah, I'm thinking like normal inn.
Yeah. Okay. I'm like, am I confused? What did I say? No, yeah. So you sort of started at the top where the entrance was to it, like kind of you go along the plank to get in, and you're on the sort of deck of the boat. And they've crafted that into like a galley and dining bar area, and then there are rooms on that level, but then you folks are sort of down one level on the mid, and then which is still above waterline kind of thing, and then Lena's like in the brig, which is like below waterline in the dark kind of thing. But yeah, so poetry kind of just says like, you know, if you want to know more and you want to chat, she'll meet you up in the dining area.
Okay.
She
All right,
exits
that sounds like a good idea. Is it like a timely matter? Can I take a nap? I'm tired.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? You're
I turn
right.
over.
It's the middle of the night. I should have waited until the morning. I was just worried. It can wait till the morning. I will meet you in the morning. I'll be up in the dining room.
I've already left to go and wake up Lena, so.
All right, so Argonis, you're in a room with me just snoring. There you go.
Lovely. I will find a corner to crawl up and sleep in.
You're not even gonna let her out? Wow, that's just
What?
gonna be weird.
I thought she already left. Fine. I will open.
You're at the door.
I will open the door again. Walk her out and
You
close
open
the door.
the door and let her out. She leaves. We're
I
getting
am closing the
specific.
door and going to sleep.
We are gonna have to list every single time a door opens now. Okay, so you folks are all gonna sort of take a rest.
No, I'm going to wake up Lena.
Okay.
I'll get my healing spells ready.
If you guys can give me like 2 minutes, I'll be right back.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Victoria, you're sort of crawling down into the brig.
Yep.
To go wake up Lena. Let's actually pan over here to our guest, Amarena, who will be joining us. Amarena, you have just sort of arrived into the town of Locke. How would you be traveling as your character? Would you be traveling on foot? Would you have a horse? You can kind of describe what it looks like as you're coming into town. Give us a quick once over of Amarena and who she is.
Well, she's traveling on a broom because I have a broom.
I love it. Sorry. So good.
She stole the broom from somebody. But she's a purple tiefling. She's a sorcerer in her hometown. She's kind of like her family's like they're like Duke and Duchesses. So they're kind of like high up in the ranks of her town.
Awesome. All right, so you fly in on your broomstick, which is awesome. I love that so much. I'm like, yeah, so like, how would you arrive in town? And you're like, on my broomstick? Thank you very much. So yeah, you kind of fly over. You see the little town of Locke. It is quite late, so there's only sort of a few lights on. Kind of in different taverns and things like that. Most people are asleep. You have only really communicated with your cousin Poetry through like a couple letters. So Poetry hasn't really told you too much about what's going on. She sent you a really quick letter. Like one week you get a letter that's like, things are a little rough in the Cold City. There's been murders. I've been accused, but things have quieted down now. I'm hoping that I can settle in or find my space a little bit more in the town. You sort of would know that your cousin left your town just to kind of go out and see the world. Like, she's not looking to really settle in anywhere, but she's just kind of traveling around. She's a writer, so is sort of trying to get experiences so that she can write it like more from a good perspective. So sort of that little bit about her from the first letter, and then and you two grew up together, so like you're pretty close. And then you get a second letter kind of a few weeks later that is really quite hurriedly written, that she's leaving Cold City, that something's happened, and she's asking you to meet her in Locke, which is sort of about halfway between your hometown and the Cold City. Because your city is quite far south. So that's all you have from the letter. She just asked you to meet in Locke in like kind of a week's time sort of thing. And that's sort of the last you heard from her. She didn't give too many details other than she'll meet you in Locke.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. A little bit about Locke for you, because since your character wasn't in the last session, but again, it is like a fishing town. So on the coast, there are a couple different segments to the town. So further inland is sort of like a market or shopping district. There's also a tower further inland, which is where the nobles would live in this particular town. Along the coast is, of course, all of the docks. There's a couple of these inns that are along the dock and the one floating inn, and then the rest of it is just sort of housing.
Okay.
So do you want to give me maybe a quick, maybe an intelligence check and see like where you would maybe look first?
Let's see. That is a 16.
Nice. So yeah, you kind of take a once over when you like you sort of fly over town. Again, she didn't tell you a lot. Like she didn't say where to go or where to meet, but you kind of assume like it's late at night. She's probably, if she is here already, she's probably found herself like an inn or somewhere to stay, and you decide you're gonna kind of check out some of the inns. You also know as well that this town is quite far away from your hometown as well, and so it will be probably fairly easy to ask around if there's another tiefling in town, because like tieflings aren't as frequent this far north, so it's probably fairly easy to find her just by asking around, because like a tiefling wouldn't go unnoticed. So there's a few inns. There's the floating inn, there's two sort of still along the coast, and then there is like one that is within the city. Maybe just roll me a quick d4 and we'll see which one you head to.
One.
Okay, sweet. That's awesome. You're like, you know what? The floating inn actually looks kind of cool. If anything, I'll check there. Maybe as a writer, my cousin would go there because it's kind of an interesting inn. It's kind of unique. So you decide that you're gonna go check out the inn. Lucky, I guess. I was like, I'll just assign one as the floating inn. So I guess we're taking the easy path. You sort of head on down on your broom towards this floating inn and arrive at the plank on the dock and sort of alight. Are you pretty good on the broomstick?
Yes.
What is your athletics?
It, well, I have a +0 to it, but she's good.
Should we see?
I think we should see,
Okay.
Test with might.
because I
Excellent.
mean, if you stole it from somebody,
Yeah, that's
how
true.
much
That's
practice
true.
did
Yeah,
you
but
get
you
on
don't
it?
know how long I stole it
Well,
from.
this may determine how long it's been. Roll me a quick athletics check there, Marina.
I say it's time for another land tomato.
Oh. I can't tell what. I have this weird dice and I can't tell what the number is.
Uh-oh. So is it like a
Hang
6
on.
or a 9 kind of thing?
No, it's like there's a 20 and then there's a 2 next to it, and it like it
Mhm.
landed, so it's like the 20 and the 2 are visible.
Hang on.
Divided by,
1 second.
We're
that
gonna
makes
get a
it
double check for
11.
Margonis here.
Nope, don't touch it.
Yeah.
That's a 2.
I like the confirmation here. Okay. So
kind of a
Amarina, it's
20.
been pretty recent since you stole the broom. You were in a hurry to kind of leave town. Maybe at first you were sort of on foot before you were like, well, this is gonna take me forever. I'm never gonna get there in a week kind of thing. And along the way you find like a small little hut with a broomstick and you steal it. You managed. It wasn't magical to begin with, or did you have to like infuse it?
It was magical to begin with.
All
'cause
right.
The broom was flying.
Okay, sweet. So you happen upon this broomstick, and it was probably maybe like a little witch's hut or something, and you steal the broomstick, which turns out to be a wonderfully magic broomstick, but it's been pretty recent. So as you kind of come for a landing, like you were flying pretty smoothly over town, like you had gotten a hang of it, you'd been flying it for a few days. But as you come down onto the dock, you fumble a little bit and sort of fall over onto the dock. Luckily, it's pretty late at night. There's no one around to see it, but it's not a super smooth landing.
Well, nuts.
Yeah, you're in front of this inn. It is the Floating Unicorn. So it's this floating, of course, boat that has been converted into an inn. and it looks a little dark. There's some like burning candles and things in the windows, just in case there are anybody up or checking into the inn a little late. But it does appear to be a little bit dark in there.
I go in.
Sweet. You head in. There's a little front desk, and you can see that as you head into the area, this is sort of the bar/dining area that connects to the galley, as well as this little check-in desk. You don't see anybody at. You have something? Kirby looked so sus there for a second, but he's okay. He flew away really suddenly, and I'm like, what did you find? There doesn't appear to be anybody at the desk at the moment, and it seems pretty quiet. You don't see poetry here. There doesn't really appear to be anybody here in this room at this time.
Is there a bell on the desk?
Yeah, give me a quick investigation check.
Oh, I'm gonna use a different dice this time. 13.
13? Sweet, yeah. You do see that there was like a bell that had been tucked in under the desk, like someone was like hiding it so it wouldn't be rung. But you managed to find a little bell.
I'm gonna ring it.
Ding ding! You ding the bell. You hear kind of like a curse come from one of the rooms down the hall. You're like, oh, I thought I put the bell away. And a human woman kind of walks down the hallway towards you. She gives a little start. Oh, hello. Welcome to the Floating Unicorn. Are you looking for a room?
No, I'm actually looking for someone who looks like me. And I kind of show her my tail.
Another tiefling. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
There is another tiefling checked in. Are they expecting you?
Possibly. She's my cousin.
I see. We don't want any trouble or anything, so I don't want to.
No. We're not like
there's
that.
something
No, we're
going
not
on.
like that. No, we're not like that. We're the good kind of tieflings.
Of course, but I also mean that she's a guest, and I don't want to give anything away.
She's
For privacy.
and I pull out the letter. She sent me a letter. That helps.
Yeah, you show her the letter. It's signed like Poetry. Poetry probably gave her name as well when she checked in. The innkeeper kind of looks at it. Okay, that seems fair. She is in one of the lower rooms, so I'll send you her way. It would probably be room 2 down on the lowest floor. So if you head down those stairs, and she points to sort of this creaky little boat stairway that heads down, you're gonna go down one floor and then one further floor, and she'll be down there in room 2.
Thank you. And I tip her 5 gold.
Ooh, so nice. She smiles very warmly as you tip her 5 gold, and she tucks it away
Holy crap,
in her
how much
pocket.
money do you have?
Way to flex.
She's a noble.
Yeah, she is noble, so that would.
But
make
I
sense.
only have. What's funny is on my character sheet, she only has 50 gold right now.
So just gives
Not
away
anymore.
10%. Didn't carry too much, but apparently is gonna tip pretty highly on this first one. Everyone else now only gets like a little bronze coin. Awesome. So you're gonna head down the stairs?
Yeah.
All right. You head down the first set of staircase, and as you're sort of going down the hall, you notice a small figure is scurrying along the ground. It looks to be a little mouse, but they are wearing various gear and holding weapons. Sorry.
I wave.
I jump back and kind of scream.
I jump in their face.
Oh, I
Jeez.
try to. Like you're on my actual face?
Yes.
Or attempting to.
Yeah. Roll me a quick athletics, Vittori, to see, because like a tiefling's pretty tall, so that's a big leap.
Yeah.
But you can roll me athletics, see if you can like clamber up the wall and jump at her face.
Hang on. 18.
Okay. Victoria gives you a wave, like all friendly, like Amarina, and then suddenly, like as you kind of give a little, like you give a scream, Victoria gets this mischievous look, like scrambles up the wall to the side, and then literally makes this like flying squirrel leap at your face. Manages to kind of grab a hold of like the collar of your hood or something.
I take out one of my daggers and try to get him off me. While
Roll the
screaming.
initiative?
I just kind of like mumble in my sleep. Sounds like Vittoria's making friends again.
Yeah, Victoria and Amarina, roll me initiative.
16.
23.
Okay. Okay. So Victoria, you see Amarina pulls out a dagger. As you grab onto her collar, what do you do?
I flee into her hood.
Okay.
Well, my hood's up, so you can't do that.
So like, I guess you could try to crawl in
but-
behind your neck or something, but
Yeah, I meant like that.
okay. So you try to crawl in behind her neck. If you're taking
Yes.
sort of a full kind of dodge, I guess that would make sense.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you take a full dodge. That would be like your full action, so that you don't get like an opportunity attack or anything. So as long as you don't want to do anything else, Victoria, we could call it that.
I do the dodge while screaming, "I'm friendly, damn it!"
As you leap at her face, grab onto her collar.
I wanted to give her a hug.
Oh.
This random
hug.
stranger.
Amarina, your turn. Victoria has just, you don't know it's Victoria. The small mouse man in armor with various weaponry has grabbed onto your collar and then scurried into the back of your hood, like behind your neck.
I'm gonna try to grab him.
Okay.
So I guess this is an armed strike.
With a grab, we'll do like a grappling check. So both of you roll me a strength check. Should we have battle music for
Would-
this?
Wouldn't it make
Unexpected
more
battle.
sense? Wouldn't it make more sense for me to roll like basically a dodge, because I'm not gonna try to like.
Yeah, you could roll me
Fights?
athletics. You could roll me athletics instead, but it's kind
That-
of like
that-
a
that would
grappling
make-
check. She's trying to grab you, and
I'm
you're just kind of
trying
trying to
to-
wiggle out of the way, sort of deal.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So you could roll me an athletics
that.
against her strength check.
Well, he's gonna
Uh,
win because I rolled a 7.
A 7. Okay.
Okay. I was gonna say I should have stayed with strength, because I rolled strength for 19, but my athletics is still 8. So
Oh. Okay. Wait. So we had 7 versus 8. This is like, this
Yeah.
is literally like the lamest little fight that's kind of happening here. Amarina, you go to reach back to grab onto this little mouse. You feel him kind of squirm out of the way, like you almost grab onto him, but he slips out of your grasp and he's still on your hood. Vittori, that's back around to you.
I scream again, "I'm friendly!"
Amarina, he's yelling at you that he's friendly. Does that change anything?
No, because friendly people wouldn't jump at somebody.
Yo, you were screaming. I got startled.
Because I've never seen a mouse talk, or I'm trying to do a very bad British accent. I've never seen a mouse talk or wave to someone.
Because I'm not just an ordinary mouse, and I jump back from around her neck and try to grab a hold of like the front of her hood, and so I dangle before her eyes. "I'm no ordinary mouse. I'm Vittore."
She kind of screams again and tries to push him off her hood.
Okay. Yeah, roll me another quick grapple check. Strength or athletics, both of you.
20.
Okay.
Hold on. Athletics, where are you?
Well, that's a good dice.
Yeah, you win. 11.
Yeah.
All right.
Natural 20.
Vittori, you are sort of trying to kind of come back and say, like, I'm friendly. You're hanging from her hood, but Amarina reaches up and swats you down onto the ground.
That's not nice at all.
Vittori, that's
Well-
sort of your turn again after we've had that athletics check from Amarina.
Do I take damage from hitting the ground?
Yeah, roll me a d4. She did catch you and throw you.
4. A 2.
Sweet. You take 2 damage as you hit the ground. Light bruising.
Oh, alright, that's it. I ready my crossbow.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. All right.
Alright.
I-
You pull out your crossbow. Are you gonna shoot at her?
I aim at her face and warn her one last time. I'm friendly, don't try to fight me, or I will have to hurt you.
Do you want to hold an action on it then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can say that you did that. So you're holding the crossbow at her, sort of holding the action of shooting her. Amarina, that's your turn.
I see him pull out his crossbow. I put my daggers away and I pull out my staff of power.
I love how you just told the innkeeper you wouldn't be any trouble.
Yeah,
And
no
now
trouble at all.
And now you're fighting a mouse in the corridor.
In the hallway, you know what? And then,
Yeah, you pull out your staff. Are you gonna use it?
I'm gonna hold my action until he makes a move.
Okay.
That I'm gonna say, you messed with the wrong person.
You messed with the wrong mouse, man.
Okay. So both of you are like holding actions against each other in the middle of this hallway in a standoff.
How
I could
close are-
kill him.
Yeah,
really.
I was just gonna say, Argonis and Ivan, I know you both are sleeping, but roll me a quick perception check to see if this is waking you up at all.
I was gonna say how close to the my D20. No, I'll just grab another one.
How close? Oh no.
Not that close.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Okay, he hears it.
Sweet. Ivan, you don't hear it?
What was it? What was it? What did you want me to roll?
Perception.
Perception.
Find that one that I dropped.
I have an 8.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Ivan is fast asleep. Absolutely cannot hear what is
Oh
happening
god, that
at
is
all.
long gone. Okay, we'll get that later.
But Argonis, you sort of bolt awake. You hear kind of like a scream happening and some angry voices out in the hallway.
All right, I'm gonna get up, grab my staff, open the door. Do I see them outside the hallway?
Yeah. Once you open the door, you can see these two people. You see obviously like this tall tiefling. She does look like fairly like close in, you know, she's a tiefling and Poetry and her are related. Like Poetry, I would say, has like very like pale, almost lilac purple skin. I don't know what Amarina's. Amarina, you're pretty like, I don't remember what.
Purple.
Like
Like
is it
light
dark purple or
purple?
light purple?
It's like a lilac purple, same as.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they
yeah.
do look like fairly similar. So you're like unsure if this was Poetry again because you're kind of looking at the back of Amarina, so it kind of almost looks like Poetry, and it looks like Vittori has just come out and started like attacking Poetry in the hallway.
Okay. But I do see that they're like basically aiming weapons at each other, right?
Yeah. Basically, Vittori's got a crossbow aimed at this tiefling, and the tiefling has a staff of power out. That would be like, yeah, roll me a quick intelligence check, because you did just speak with Poetry.
Okay. You said investigation or intelligence?
Yeah.
So it's 18 plus 22.
Sweet. Sort of like when you first stumble out, because you've just woken up from like just getting to sleep kind of thing. You kind of think for a second, why is Victoria like fighting poetry? We just met her. Like, what's going on? And then you notice that this tiefling actually has like a staff in her hand, like a power staff, and that poetry didn't have that when you just spoke with her. Like, she had a dagger.
Okay.
So you get the feeling maybe this wasn't poetry.
Okay. And I don't know. Poetry did say that she was meeting somebody, but I don't know who that is. So I'm just gonna raise my hand, aiming at the back of Amarena or this tiefling, and cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Thank you.
You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's for Amarena, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw in chat, but last week you were explaining poetry and you said she had lilac skin.
I don't actually know if I said what she looked like.
I don't remember.
I don't think I
You
did.
said lilac skin, and
Maybe.
Dustin and I were having this conversation.
Okay.
He's like, "No, she said albino." I'm like, "No, she said purple skin."
Yeah, I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and listen, because I don't know if I've ever described poetry, even when we met her the first time. It was just like a tiefling, so I don't actually remember if I described what she
Oh,
looked like.
jeez, that was stupid of me.
But yeah. And it is really
Wisdom
funny.
save.
Yeah, I went to roll first, and it hit the side of my box, my
Whoops.
dice.
Oops.
And totally, Jeffrey, it's really cool. So happy to share. And the person who made it, like, props to them. It was such a good video and so easy to follow. They have like a website to generate the picture code as well. And I'm pretty sure that it's linked in the YouTube video, but yeah, really easy to set up. Happy to share.
That's an 8.
You are now paralyzed.
Oh, snap.
Whoa,
Whoa.
rude.
So I don't think you can cast anything if you wanted to.
No, I can't.
Yep. So I'm just gonna walk up and stand between them. What is going on?
She
I can't
attacked me.
speak. I can't speak because I'm paralyzed either.
Wait, she. Well, I look at Victoria. She attacked you?
Yes, she did. I was just being friendly, waving. She screamed. I wanted to shush her because there are people trying to sleep her, and then she tried to stab me and threw me to the floor.
Yeah, I was one of those people trying to sleep. All right.
See? And I look over at what was her name again? Thingamajig. I forgot her name. Sorry.
It's okay, you don't know it yet, so.
We don't know it.
I look over at my mortal enemy and I'm like, see, there are people trying to sleep here. No screaming allowed.
But aren't you screaming right now?
But I'm a mouse. If I scream, it's just normal volume.
I'm like half tempted to hold person on YouTube, but I'm not gonna waste my spells. All right, I'm gonna look over. I'm going to take the spell off of you. You are not to attack us. Blink once if you want, or blink if you understand.
Argonis sleepily. Blink it once.
Do it. Just blink.
Twice.
I blink.
All right, I'll drop the spell.
All right, you folks are out of initiative. No longer in initiative. You've been unparalyzed, Amarina.
And
Who are
she's
you?
not happy.
Well, neither is Argonis because you woke him up.
Neither is Vittore because you threw him to the floor.
This
And
is
tried to
going
stab
well.
me.
Well, it's only natural. So wait, were you asking who I was?
Yeah. Who are you?
This is only natural. You peasants must always attack the nobles. Sorry.
Yeah, go back to bed, Ivan. What are you doing?
I look over to Argonis and I get a little flustered now that I'm fully seeing him. And I say, my name is Amarina, although people call me Rena for short. And I was sent here by my cousin Poetry to help.
So you're the cousin that she was talking about. What? Yeah,
Go
no,
on.
I lost my train of thought.
I love it. Everybody's just standing in the hallway. Yeah, you're the cousin.
Right?
Cool. Yeah, sweet.
I ignore Vittori completely, and I just start talking to Argonis specifically because she thinks he's cute for a dragonborn.
Can I, while she's distracted, can I try to pick her pockets?
Oh god. Roll me a stealth check, and
So what were you doing pointing a staff at my friend here?
He waved to me, and then he jumped at me, and I've never seen a mouse do that. In my town, we don't have mice that talk and jump and do things.
Well, he is a very unique mouse, and yeah, that's his way of saying hello. You'll have to get used to that if you're gonna
Stealth.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
okay, Vittori, what did you roll?
Okay, I'll go ahead.
God.
A 20, a dirty 20 for
Dirty 20.
stealth.
Okay, dirty 20 for stealth. And Reyna, roll me perception check to see if you beat the 20 there and catch Vittori picking your pockets.
I don't know what he's picking because I have a skirt on and my cloak doesn't have pockets. So
I guess it would be wherever
Where
you're
did you
holding
keep
your
your-
money. Yeah.
Where did you keep your money then?
I have a bag of holding.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
How do you?
I'll just steal the entire bag.
I had to pawn a basilisk fang to get a bag of holding. How do you just have one?
I'm from a noble family. We all have.
Did you
Wait,
roll
what
perception?
am I rolling?
Perception.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Let me do that again because I was just rolling to roll. Okay. $22.
Nice. You see Vittori trying to like climb up your like leg, and like kind of grabbing a hold of your skirt to try to climb up, but you catch him like just as he's trying to reach for your bag of holding.
What are you doing?
I just start squeaking like I'm a normal mouse to confuse her.
You've already spoken to me. That is not going to work.
I continue to squeak.
I turn back to Argonis and I say to him, can you please remove this vile creature from my dressings?
I bite her finger.
Ow!
Alright, I'm just gonna grab Vittori by like the scruff of the neck and because no, I don't have speak with animals. I'm just gonna
No, but
whisper
you
to
have
him.
sp- You
What?
have speak with Vittori, so it's
Yeah, I
fine.
have speak with Vittori, so I will cast speak with
Cast
Vittori.
speak with Vittori.
I'm gonna carry him over to the stairs. Go get Lena. You wanted to wake her up anyway, and I set him down.
I wiggle my pinky finger at a thingamajig because I forgot her name again.
Rena.
I'm so sorry.
Short.
Rena, thank you. I wiggle my pinky finger, which in mouse language, we went over this before. In mouse language, that is basically the equivalent of
The middle
flipping
finger.
someone off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know that.
No, but
That's
now you do.
I just turned to her. That's just his way of saying goodbye.
I wink at Argonus. Yeah, sure.
Just go downstairs. I'll take care
I
of
will.
this. All right, so you're looking for your cousin. I don't know exactly which room she's in.
That's no help.
Well, I mean, we did talk to her maybe like 5 minutes ago. Did you learn anything from the? Was the innkeeper still awake?
Go ahead.
But he wasn't. He was, but he wasn't very happy that I was here.
I can imagine. It's like the middle of the night.
No, that's not exactly why he wasn't happy.
I see.
Yes.
In any case, do you know where you're going?
No, I just have this letter from my cousin that she needed help in the cold city?
I think I know what that is. I haven't been there personally, but let's see if we can find your cousin.
Oh, you're such a gentleman to help me.
Yeah, sure. I just put my hood back up and start walking down the hall. How many rooms are on this level?
Yeah, so there's
400.
only 400
400
on this small
Oh,
floor.
no. It's a big ship.
Yeah, exactly. It's way bigger than we expected. On this floor, there's probably only like maybe 5 or 6 rooms on the mid-level here because it's quite a small inn. It's not huge. And then there's the stairs that lead down into the brig rooms, which are really just small bunks. So there's probably quite a few rooms, but Amarina, did you say the number of the room that you were given?
I think he said 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that's what he said. Or
Alright.
what you said. I think that's what she was told was 2.
Yes, she was told 2. Yeah.
All right, so I will try looking for a room.
Just a
Labeled
hot tip
2.
out there for any players of D&D: keep a notebook and write down important details. Like
And
the
as
question
you're
of
saying
how many
that-
how many potions do I put into my small bottles? I'm like, Victoria, we had this conversation. Don't make me remember that.
And as you're saying that, I'm looking for an empty notebook.
The more you know.
Hot tip.
All right, so we start walking down the hall and looking for room numbers.
Well, yeah. So you would head down the stairs to get to the sort of brig area where these rooms are. Like you notice sort of on the mid-floor, like these are higher numbers. They sort of start up at about 10 and continue on. So you figure like the lower floor probably has those lower numbers that you're looking for. So you head down the little rickety stairs. Like the stairs on this floor that went up are like boat stairs, but they're well taken care of as you kind of head down to the brig area. These are like super cheap looking stairs, like probably hammered back together a few times. They're probably the original old stairs of the boat. So you kind of make your way down to the brig area with the like cheap rooms. And then you see a little hallway down here that's, again, like this is the brig. So on the original boat, this probably was just like a big open space where they would store various things. So there's sort of makeshift walls that have been put up to separate out the brig into kind of a few different rooms. And then they're labeled on the little old doors. You see room 1 to your left, room 2 to your right. Victoria, you're probably down here looking for Ames. Not a lot of people are staying on the floor, so Ames is probably...
Who's
Lena.
Ames?
Well,
Who the fuck is
Lena,
Ames?
you're down here looking for Lena. So Lena's probably in room 1, so like to the left, and you know that Rena was told that room 2 was where Poetry was staying.
I will go up to the room 2 door and give it a knock.
Awesome. You knock on room 2. Poetry was like just making her way down, like it hasn't been that long since you talked to her, so she opens the door pretty quickly. Do we want to head over to Vittoria waking up Lena?
Yes, we
Yes,
do.
yes, we do.
Excellent. Quick little phase just across the hallway. Meanwhile, Victoria, you're at the front of, you're just outside door number 1. There is like, it's a very rickety door. There's definitely enough space for you to crawl underneath. So you can either knock on the door or you can just go right into the room, basically.
I just waltz right back in. I just waltz right in.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, there's such a big gap underneath the door that you just kind of march right underneath. Lena, are you just like flopped on the bed, face down kind of thing, just sleeping?
Yeah, she's completely starfished, like, over, like, all the covers and things, just like...
Roll me a
Brood,
d20
brood,
for
brood.
complete luck
Brood.
check if you're snoring really loudly. Oh, everybody hydrate.
11.
11? Okay.
Yeah.
You're like lightly snoring. It's like a
Brood,
cute
brood,
little
brood, brood,
snore. Not a really grotesque loud snore, just a cute little snore. Victoria, what do you want to do? Lena is lightly snoring on the bed.
Poke her. Oh,
Lena
boy.
does nothing.
I poke again.
Are you just poking
Lena
with
does
like your small
nothing.
little mouse paw, or like tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, yes. Just poking, just like into her like side.
It's so cute. I just like picture a little like just like I don't know. It's like anime, just little boop boop. Lena, roll me a perception check, I guess.
Brood.
Brood.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice. You. Oh, the dirty 20. Do you abruptly wake up or do you nicely wake up? It's a great question. It's like Lena would probably abruptly wake up and be like in attack mode with a dirty 20, I'd say. You
Yeah.
feel this tap on your side, and yeah, like immediately you wake up. What do you do?
I just, since I'm starfish, I just punch in the general direction of where I feel something coming from. Brood.
You punch out to whatever is poking you in the side. Victoria, roll me a quick athletics check to see if you can dodge out of the way of this punch or not.
23.
Nice. You sort of know that like poking Lena is like poking a sleeping bear. So as soon as you poke, you're kind of jumping out of the way, like because you know that a punch is probably coming. So you manage to dodge this punch as Lena slowly wakes up from the bed.
Good morning.
Lena, like, moves slightly to be able to face Vittori, eyes, like, partially open, but she knows that voice, and is just like, Why are you here?
Because we need you.
Who is we?
Santa and his elves.
Okay.
We is always this group you've been hanging out with for like some time now.
I close my eyes. It's not important to me.
Can I like scream for some mice to show up and dance on her face, or like on her back, basically, since she's
Roll
face
me
down.
a nature check and see if there's some mice that you can find on the boat.
No mice.
What did you
I
roll?
can tell you. 2 + 1 means 3.
Okay. You roll a little 3. So you give a little squeak. You're like trying to call for some mouse friends. One really grotesque, like rat, squeezes out of a hole to the wall, and like stumbles over to you. It's like missing an ear and like really patchy fur, just like this really old rat that looks like it's like been through quite a lot, kind of crawls out to look at you. It's quite a bit bigger than you, like it's this huge sort of bilge rat type thing, and it kind of looks curiously at you. Maybe it's missing an eye. It's missing an eye. Just make it like this really uncomfortable looking rat.
Is it a pirate rat?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. So that's actually great because rats are bigger than mice, so that will work. So I ask the mouse or the rat if he'd like to dance on top of Lena.
Yeah, so you like speak in squeak speak to this rat.
Yes.
In rat, he's like, "What? You want me to dance on her?"
Yes, because we need to wake her up, and we need her to basically help me beat someone up.
He scratches like one of his ears, and he's got missing little fingers on his paws and stuff. But what's in it for me?
My friend, who is this really big fella with a big ass beard? He's great. He has the best crumbs, and if you help me, I'll let you have some of my crumbs.
Well, I don't think crumbs are what I want. I need more than just crumbs. I get all the crumbs I want in this boat.
Vittore opens up his little money pouch and fishes out. How much money do I have? Where is it? I fish out 1 silver piece.
He snatches the silver piece and like tries to chew it. What's this?
That's money. You can use it to buy greater food, like better than crumbs, like entire blocks of cheese.
He like gestures to himself. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a rat. I don't use money.
I snatch back the silver piece.
Oh,
Okay.
It's shiny though. I mean, I still want it.
Yeah. You can have it if you'll dance with me.
Roll me a charisma check, see if you can, or persuasion check.
If not, I'm gonna have to fight this rat for my fucking silver piece.
I mean, you got it back
14.
from him. Like, he doesn't have fast reflexes. Like, you took it back from him. He doesn't have it. 14?
14.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly roll for this rat here. I mean, he's not very intelligent. Sweet, that's a 2.
I guess we're dancing.
He kind of looks at you, looks to the silver piece. You can see it like sparkles in his one eye. And he goes, "Alright, I'll dance. Does it have to be coordinated, or can we just sort of do our own thing?"
Basically, jumping on top of her would be enough.
Alright.
Just jumping up and down, and like, if you're up to make some noise as well, that would be great. You don't have to, but I'm probably going to sing like a mouse song or something.
Oh, I will definitely sing then. Yeah, I'll sing.
Yeah.
So this one, you want us to jump on this one?
Yes, this one.
Alright. He slowly goes over to the bed, starts to kind of clamber up, like painfully slow, and gets up onto the bed and stands on top of Lena's back.
Bird. Lena just
Vittori-
immediately fell back asleep.
Vittori starts singing a mouse, like an old mouse children's song with a great
You gotta describe
rhythm.
it. Oh, you gotta
dance.
sing it. Yeah, give it to us.
Yeah, you go for it.
But I personally don't speak squeak speak.
You wanted a musical episode,
Yeah,
so here it
we
is.
go.
All right, squeak, squeak, squeakity, squeak, 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 squeakity, squeak, 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 squeakity, squeak, 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 and that goes on that loops infinitely.
So good. It's so good.
It's my favorite one.
Yeah, the mouse culture is just so rich, so nuanced.
I'm going to have to write some lyrics to this, I'm afraid.
Right. This the pirate rat gets up with you, does attempts to do a little jig, but rolls absolutely dreadfully on his performance. Just stomps up and down on Lena's back. He's trying to follow along with the song, but it is like a mouse song, so he doesn't really know it. Oh, crumbs and cheese and crumbs and cheese and crumbs and cheese and rum, crumbs and cheese. Lena, you have a large rat dancing on your back and a small mouse. Now what?
She's trying to ignore it because she's mostly asleep, but she hears Vittori and the very annoying high-pitched squeak. So she flips herself over. So unless they move, they get squished.
Okay, yeah.
So mean.
You go to roll over. Vittori, roll me athletics.
Athletics, where are you? There we go. That's a 25.
Sweet. Vittori, you jump out of the way. The rat surprisingly gets out of the way as well with a not too bad 16. The rat kind of falls off the bed. Kind of gives a little squeak as he hits the floor. What? You didn't say there would be damage pay? I think I get 2 silver for that performance.
You can get... Fine, I'll give you 2 silver. I can live with that.
Oh. You give him the 2 silver coin. He takes them both and scrambles off back to his hole in the wall.
Lena had watched them exchange money through bleary eyes and is just like, was that a cat?
You're a cat, now wake up.
What's happening? Lena starts to sit up and she's really annoyed. You might as well tell me why you're in here.
So, we were chilling in the room, we meaning me, Ivan, and Argonis. We were chilling in a room, and then some tiefling showed up, and she knew Ivan, and I didn't know her, but she wanted our help, and then I went to get you, and then I was attacked by another tiefling, so now I need you to help me beat up that other tiefling.
Lena just shakes her head, rubbing her face. Why does this happen at 3 a.m.? Explain that to me.
Well, first of all, how the fuck do you know it's 2 a.m.? Because I don't think clocks are a thing.
It's the middle of the night.
Edit. It's the
and
middle of
second
the
of all-
night.
Just look at your moon dial right
Yeah,
there. See, look at the moon
Yeah.
Holds up a pocket moon dial.
And
It's
second of all,
3 a.m..
because you're 3 a.m. Mice don't know time, so he doesn't know what you're talking about. Yeah, sun isn't up, it's still sleep time. Yeah, right. Not for mice, we are nocturnal. Okay, so you don't know it's 3 a.m., you can't know that, and neither do I because I don't know what time is. And second of all, this happens because weirdos are always awake during the night, that's why I'm always awake during the night. Now, put on your clothes, grab your sword, we need to stab someone.
Get out of here, then. And I'll totally go into the hallway and meet you there.
I don't believe you.
Well, you should. Like, look, Lena, like, goes slightly off of the bed and is like, look, I'm standing. And she, like, grabs where she put her sword and is like, here, I have a sword. So, points it at him.
I'll close my eyes while you get changed.
No.
No.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Then I'll keep my eyes open.
You've annoyed me enough. I go to pick him up.
I scream and like squirm and stuff, but I won't bite Lena.
I hate this life that I've been put into, and I like make my way to the door, just like dragging my sword behind me in one hand and then Vittori in the other, and it's like drops the sword, opens the door, and like tosses him into the hallway.
Morning.
What the fuck?
You see, as you open the door, Lena, and toss Vittori out, Argonis is there with another tiefling, and then there's a tiefling also in the room across the corridor, sort of peering out. All of these folks are sort of in the hallway here.
I just shake my head and like just mouth I'm sorry to Lena.
Basically, like, Argonis and Rena have been like standing in the hall waiting for Vittori to wake up Lena, because like the doors are like absolute garbage, so you can hear everything. So you hear like Vittori's in there squeaking, you hear like this weird deep squeak of this rat. You hear Lena sort of grumbling and snoring lightly. So you all are just kind of like politely, awkwardly waiting in the hallway for like Lena to get up.
Lena's shaking her head. Like, why is there a party out here? Why? And why do you need me? Why can't y'all ever do anything by yourself?
Well, because we know you like stabbing.
My dagger's in the shop. I grabbed the short sword from behind me. Alright,
right.
You
who
can
am I
still stab.
stabbing?
I point at Rena like, you're stabbing her. She threw me.
I mean, I threw you as well. Sounds more
Yeah,
like
but-
a friend to me.
Yeah,
Closed
but
door behind me.
you're basically my family, so. And like, I
No.
didn't take damage after you threw me.
I'm not gonna stab her. Why wouldn't I have Argonis like set her on fire if I was supposed to stab her?
Yeah, Argonis, why didn't you put her set her on fire?
Because she hasn't attacked me, and also wooden ship and fire really doesn't mix. Just saying.
You could have frozen her then.
I don't
gonna-
want to get kicked out of another inn.
Same. I'm gonna go. Should I go get Ivan?
Would that be a good idea? I might try to attack her again.
I'm gonna go get Ivan. No stabbing.
I hover my hand over my crossbow, and I think to myself, technically, shooting someone isn't stabbing.
I will buy you a block of cheese if you don't stab her. Or shoot her.
I think to myself, biting isn't shooting or stabbing.
I will buy
Cheese
you.
worth one block of cheese.
I will buy you 2 blocks of cheese if you don't harm anybody in this hallway right now.
Fine.
And I go upstairs to go get Ivan.
Okay. Poetry sort of still looks confused, but she sees you, Rena, as well. Rena, you came! Oh, you got my letters. I worried that
I
maybe they
did.
didn't make it.
Uh,
Do you know these people as well? I've only met Ivan, but apparently he's still asleep.
I don't know any of them. Was just looking for you, cousin.
And then try to murder me.
What? I'm I'm very sorry that it's caused any sort of confusion, but I do really have to talk to you, Rena, and I think that these people can help us as well. I don't know them very well, but if they're with Ivan, they're probably good people and would probably be able to help.
Well, cousin, you know I trust you and your judgment, so if you say this Ivan person is trustworthy, then I trust you.
Okay. I did tell them I would meet them in the morning, but since everybody's up, how about we go up to the dining room so I can share what's been happening in maybe a more comfortable spot.
That would be splendid.
She grabs her dagger from inside her room and sort of closes the door behind her and heads up the stairs.
I follow after her.
Vittoria, Elena, do you head upstairs too?
Lena drags her short sword like up the steps, like enough to like nick like the wood, but not enough to like cause actual damage.
Just little marks. Lena's just got to leave her mark everywhere she goes with her knives. You sort of head up past the second floor. Argonis, you are waking up Ivan. Do we have to go through a whole sequence of how to wake up Ivan?
As they're passing the room, the doors like open. I'm just like shaking Ivan, like, come on, you gotta get up. We're all leaving.
I have 1 more minute with the custard man.
I just turned to the. We'll be right with you. We don't have to go through the whole sequence.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, roll me a quick d20. We'll just say what the difficulty level of getting Ivan up out of bed is, and then you'll join the conversation when Ivan's up.
I got a 14.
Great.
I got a 14 as well.
Wow,
Oh.
matching.
Mm,
Ooh, thanks for the hydrate. Remember to
I
hydrate.
was
drink
just
your water.
gonna
Thank
say
you.
that.
Thank you.
Ivan is definitely snoring loudly in the room. It takes a little bit to wake him up, but not too long, and you both sort of make your way upstairs to join the rest of the party. You all gather in the dining room. You find sort of one of the bigger benches and tables that are in the corner of this little pub galley area, and you settle in. Poetry kind of looks around at everybody. So, obviously I haven't met all of you before, but I know Ivan, and it's nice to meet all the rest of you. I'm Poetry. I'm Rena's cousin, and I just came from the Cold City, which I know that Ivan knows of. I don't know if the rest of you also know of it, but it used
I
to
was
be...
there.
Okay, so you know it too, but it used to be a very safe city, and you know, there were some things going on, but they were under good control. We had a noble in place that was fair, and she led the way for a lot of initiative for it to be a positive place, but well, she was assassinated, which I know if you were there with Ivan, you know that happened, and Lady Mirith was killed, but after that it just got a little strange. So I made it out. I was able to send a letter to Rena, but I don't really know what to think of it. So basically, after you folks all left, after the assassination happened, and we had a funeral for Lady Mirith, it was a little all over the place. There wasn't a direct heir after Lady Mirith passed away. Her husband, of course, passed away long before her. So there wasn't any direct line to taking over as the Duke or Duchess. But a small group came together to form a bit of a council, and that sounded like a good way to go. And then it just got cold, and colder than usual. It started out fairly slow. People just had to bundle up more. There wasn't a lot of time to be outside. The nights were cold. You didn't want to be stuck out there. And then it got, freezing. People were frozen in the streets and would wake up frozen in their beds and not thaw. And I woke up one morning and everybody in the city was frozen. I think I survived mainly just because we run a little warmer as tieflings, but even myself, it was chilled to the bone, like death. I was able to make it out and send the letter and make my way south, but I don't know if anybody in the city is still alive, if they're just frozen, if it was some sort of magic of some kind, but...
How fast was the transition? Like, once the council was formed?
The council formed about a week after the assassination of Lady Mirith. The colds probably started setting in slowly after that, and then the last few days was just a very sudden increase. It was really unexpected, so you'd be out one day and people would just freeze where they were and just covered with ice. I definitely don't think it was natural, if that was the question.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
I look over to Argonis. Don't you have something with fire? We could just melt the frozen people down to living temperatures.
Well, that would also depend on how long they've been frozen and whether this is... Because, as poetry says, I don't think this is natural.
But my little mouse brain doesn't compute.
It's certainly worth a try, but if there is magic behind this, it might be a little more difficult than just thawing them out.
Well, it's at least worth trying.
It is. Like, we can definitely try.
So Vittore jumps up and starts walking towards the door.
Wait, we haven't heard the entire story yet.
There's time on their way.
I don't have much more to say other than that's just what happened, but like I said, I don't think it was natural. I think it came on way too suddenly for that. I have hope that they're still alive and that this is just some sort of magic, but I don't know enough myself. I'm not any sort of wizard or cleric or anything like that, so I don't know what it was. I'm just a writer.
Would I know of any spells that would cause something like this?
Roll me maybe like a history check.
Probably not. I am going to guidance on myself, see if that even helps. 6.
6?
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems pretty unusual to you. You haven't really heard of something on like that level. Like obviously you know of spells like Cone of Cold or various other sort of ice spells that can like freeze people. And you know that like for those like you can heal people back from them. Like it can kill them, but you can heal people. But you've never heard of something like on this sort of level. Like this would take a lot of power.
Okay.
You do also know from like your chat as well with the Arcana shop owner, that she had mentioned that the stone that you had found, like the crystal, came from up north, and you know that like the tornado was sent from somewhere up north, and it would take a lot of power. So that kind of is something that you remember as well that you've just spoken with someone about yesterday.
And the city is in the north as well, right?
Yeah, the Cold City is up north.
Okay.
I was thinking it was south, next to the beach. You know how it's like Greenland and Iceland are kind of switched?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Cold City is actually like the hottest, like on the equator. Like it's just slightly colder than the other spot on the equator, so we call it the Cold City.
All right, you guys waking me. So, I think we should rest, get our things together tomorrow or the next day, and it looks like we'll be going back to the Cold City.
Yay!
I've never been there, so I'm not going back.
So
I'll be
Yo,
going there
how-
for the
Yeah,
first time.
Why
wasn't
are
there
you
the first
like
time.
this? It's just listen. All right, I'm going back again. You happy?
So am I.
And that guy.
That guy. Tss.
Sorry, Mouse Man.
That's more like it. That guy.
All right, so we're
So I
Rest-
think we should. All right. So, is it the like everyone here? Are we good to go to help? Are we taking this on?
I would like
We
to
might- I
sleep
mean,
first.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sleeping would be
saying is
good.
we rest for the night because it's a pass. It's half past a freckle, apparently. Because apparently there's not watches in this dimension.
I feel like there's probably a way to tell time, but
Yeah.
I look out the window and look up at the sky. It's about 2 a.m. It's time for bed.
see.
yeah. Just get the feeling in your bones, like what time it is.
But Lena just said it's 3 a.m.
Time is weird here.
Eternal clock.
We're going back in time.
All right, so are you all you're gonna want to take like a long rest sort of thing and then restart in the morning?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
One of it.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
All of you sort of depart. You agree to sort of meet up in the morning to discuss a little further and head back down to your various bunks. If it's okay, can we take like a couple minute break? I'm gonna run to the washroom and get some more
Yep.
water.
Sure.
So everybody go and get hydrated. And
As we're heading back to our rooms,
Mhm.
I hand 3 healing potions to Lena. Here, I made these.
Sweet.
Thank you.
I'm sure you need them.
Yes.
I
As Holdlum going down the steps with them.
don't have any. Little Mouse Man took mine.
I got 2
They
more.
were mine.
They were in my pocket. They are mine.
Yeah, but you're basically my walking
break.
storage unit.
This
But-
bicker will happen
Yeah.
after these ads.
Yeah, they're just bickering for another
Yeah,
good
exactly.
hour.
Cool. Okay, we're gonna be right back, everybody. Just a few minutes break. We're gonna get some more water and do bathroom breaks, and we will be back in a few minutes. Everybody's gonna have a long rest. See you soon.
Were you not supposed to talk right now?
All right, we're back. Thanks for waiting, everybody, as we were just all gathering back after our break. Thanks for letting us do that hydration and, use the washroom a little bit there. What is it called on a
You
boat?
wash your
It's called, like,
hands?
the head, right?
The head,
So,
yeah.
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 Everybody wash their hands. We're all good. We should all know how to do that now. Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Am I supposed to wash my hands?
Yes, you were supposed
Ew.
to wash your hands. All right,
hitting your
everybody.
Dang it.
Oh, that's worse.
I guess
Oh, that's so bad.
a mouse. Yeah, mice are actually pretty clean, really. So I guess you can probably clean their hands. Anyway, another conversation altogether. Let's get back to it. All of you folks decided to sort of reconvene again in the morning and discuss what it would look like to get to Cold City and go and help out. So you all are taking a long rest. During our break, Ivan did remind me that Ivan still has the amulet that was used to revisit the past through dream state. So Ivan does still have that amulet, and we have been working on charging it up. And basically every time Ivan has a long rest, we roll to see if the amulet regains a charge. So it is at 4 out of 5, which is super close. And if we get to 5 out of 5, we can revisit the moments of Ivan's past, which it has been a very long time since we've been able to do that. So pretty excited to see that. So anyway, just as a reminder that is a thing and it is still around. It's just taking a while to rebuild it and recharge it. Awesome. For the rest of you, all of you folks have taken a long rest so you can recharge. And I think we had already had a long rest, so it probably isn't a ton, although Vittori was thrown on the floor, so you regain those 2 hit points there, Vittori. And you all wake up in the morning as the sun rises. It's, 6:32 a.m., just specifically on the magical moon dial. But you all wake up in the morning ready to go.
So, how quickly do you think the guy was going to work on the armor and weapons and stuff?
So he's pretty into it. This is like an interesting project, so he's probably been working most of the night on it. So you could probably visit him pretty early to get some progress at least.
They're like, probably don't want to leave without making sure we have everything, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, everyone, wake up. I start kicking whoever's bed's next to me.
Ow!
Oh,
It's
sorry.
too early.
Really?
I'm
After you
still
wake
sleeping
me
in your
up?
pocket.
You better be glad I don't roll over
I
at
know.
night.
I picture Ivan though as just literally just sleeping on your back, just like flopping down and just like just out. Doesn't move an inch. Like you probably sleep like such a log. That's how I picture Ivan sleeping. Like Lena sleeping on her face just like makes sense to me. Like super broody, like just head in the pillow kind of thing. And like, but Ivan just I picture is just on the back snoring with the mouth open.
Right.
Well,
Flies
he
just
does
flying
he
around my
sleep
face.
wearing armor?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Is that even a question? Like, I think Ivan
He's a
just
warrior.
Like, yeah. Sleeps wherever.
I kind of assumed he took off like the heavy stuff, and I was
Nope.
sleeping in a pocket of that. But okay, I'm literally sleeping on top of Ivan. Okay,
Yeah, pretty much.
thanks for clearing that up.
There's just like a strange pocket in Ivan's armor, very unexpectedly. But I think because like Ivan is, well, it like comes from barbarian family, so it's sort of like a mix probably of like leathers and things that are in the armor. So it's probably just got those little spaces. But yeah.
So we call it a crumb pocket. It would more likely to just be a pouch on my belt. Kind
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, crumb pocket, but
of
probably
thing.
a
Pocket
little pouch.
sounds better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the crumb pouch sounds a little weird. You're right.
Hey, you want to get in my crumb pouch? No.
Mikey, behave.
And like crumb bag just kind of sounds weird, but it also sounds kind of like
No.
an insult. Like,
Oh, look at you! You got your
Got
little
crumb
little
bag.
crumb bag.
it's like scumbag, but it's crumb bag. Anyway, y'all wake up in the morning. I'll say that, yeah, Poetry was, like, eager to get up, so she's already kind of upstairs, ready to go. Rena, you probably just, like, shared the room with your cousin, because, like,
Yeah.
why not? You
Yeah,
haven't seen each other in a while.
I'm
ahead.
with
What?
her.
She didn't want to spend the night with Ivan and Vittori and Argonis?
Well, Argonis, maybe.
Ooh, a what was it, budding romance?
Yes. When the moon
What?
hits your eyes like... Anyway.
Argonis is not ready for romance.
There's a deleted scene of Argonis and Rena meeting up in the evening under the moonlight.
Doing the whole Lady in the Tramp style. Eating the pasta.
sharing a plate of spaghetti.
Everyone walks in, starts trying to eat some of it too.
Yeah,
Like,
Ivan sits down in the middle. Oh, I love it. I can totally.
All right, so I guess we'll clear up, get everything done in our inn, and then in our rooms, and move up.
Perfect. All right, all you folks kind of reconvene up in the dining area. Everybody's awake, sort of ready to go and packed up. Yeah.
Hi.
Good
I
morning.
just say that to the room, apparently. Okay. Hey. Hi, everybody. Random peoples.
Good morning.
Poetry sort of looks around at everybody. I really appreciate that you're gonna help. I mean, to be honest, I don't have a lot of friends in the Cold City, but it feels a little wrong to leave them like that. So
Don't worry.
I do appreciate
You got a
that.
friend in me. And then I pull out mouse man.
You got a friend in me.
There's a friend in me. Here he is, in my pocket.
I poke my head out of the pocket. I am the friend.
I can see him just ecstatic. I am friend.
No, I do poke my head out of the pocket. Just my head, so you only see my head. Yeah, we're glad to help, but what's in it for us? And one of my arms comes out, and I make like the money gesture, like rubbing my fingers
Wouldn't it,
together.
like, for
like,
you though? I feel like for you would be like rubbing your hands together, because like you'd have to hold like giant coins.
I slowly push him back in the pocket. We're not. Listen, there's people in trouble. We're going to go help.
Go, there's money, go! I scream from inside of the pocket.
Poetry, she laughs, like, kind of uncomfortably, but she's like, well, I'm sure that if you helped the city and they do turn out to be alive, the council may pay you. I mean, maybe they would reward you. I'm sure that would be something they could do.
And if they're not alive, we can just take their stuff because they don't need it anymore.
Let's not rob dead people in front of the ladies.
In front of the ladies. I love that you had to specify that part. When there's no ladies around, you can do it, but not around the ladies.
I mean, look at all this fancy gear I get all the time. I got this helmet. You see this little helmet? It doesn't fit on my head very well.
I think
what
you should just
happened to
make
that
like a little
helmet?
keychain.
Yeah, I should just have like
Just
keychains
like
of different
hanging off
helms
the
that I can't
belt.
wear.
Yeah. Everything just looks so tiny. I think you still have it. I think you just like add it to your little collection of stuff that you have. Like, wait, are you holding the bag of holding still, or is Argonis?
Argonis has the bag.
I think I got it back.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
that
no,
would
I
totally
give it
be
back.
it. Like, Ivan would just be putting all of those things like in the bag of holding. Like, oh, Argonis, hold this for me.
I mean,
Same way
actually,
I drop everything in Ivan's pockets. Like, hold
Yeah.
this for me.
Exactly.
Hold my motorcycle. Hold
Yeah.
my potions.
Oh my gosh, the motorcycle should 100% be a keychain on Ivan's belt. Like 100%.
No fucking way. It's my motorcycle.
No, but then you could just like unhook it when you needed it. But
Okay. I sort of imagined like a chain going through the wheel.
Yeah. You're just like hanging there, and then when you're ready, you just like unhook it, and away you go. That'd be pretty funny.
Okay.
Anyway,
I can live with that.
it's canon now, so live with it. Yeah, it's a keychain. Okay, so yeah, you're all in the dining room. Poetry sort of kind of explains to you that she walked most of the way. Like, she got kind of rides with a few different people, like on their wagons and stuff, like down through the trade routes, but most of the way walked, and it took her like 2 weeks of travel kind of thing, on foot and occasionally by wagon to get down to Locke. So if we go by foot, it would probably be 2 weeks back, but perhaps there's a faster way if we look around.
Like what?
I don't know. I mean, at least maybe horses, but...
Oh, you...
Horses, or if there's a way to teleport closer?
Yeah, maybe if we can find someone that has something set up, that would be really helpful.
Did we
I know
ever
a guy.
Did we ever figure out that that circle in the treehouse? Did we figure out how that worked?
It just made us go somewhere.
So
Oh, no,
you
wait,
never...
did it make us go there, or did it make someone appear?
It made
yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
it made Claire appear.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically what happened was when you stood on one of the spaces, Claire happened to step on the matching space in Peekabou and was brought to the circle in the treehouse. You do know that there was like 4 other spaces. Like, one had, I believe it was like a water symbol. One had sort of a symbol of the castle, like a castle of some kind. One was like mountains, and I think the other was like just 2 lines next to each other.
Okay,
Lions
but there was no way of like
Lions,
teleporting.
yeah. Yeah, you didn't
There was no
really
way of
figure that out
teleporting, okay.
particularly yet. Like, you didn't manipulate it or anything. Like, for what you knew, that was how it worked. Yeah.
Okay.
But what are you thinking?
Well, unless somebody can teleport us closer to the city, the only way I can think of is by horseback.
And what better way by horseback is than to talk to the armor guy? Because I bet you he makes like horseshoes. So he might know a good
Agreed.
guy with horses. Also, he might know of what's this teleport thing? Teleportation?
Going from one place to another in a second.
Teloptering.
Teloptering, yeah.
All right. But did everyone get everything they need in the city?
Think I got everything from the Arcana lady. Like, I think she told me everything about the gem.
Yeah, and I can have my revenge on the way. I don't need to have it here.
All right, revenge later. Gotcha. So, Lena, we can go check on progress, possibly.
Yeah. Probably. I'm not leaving.
And yeah, you're not leaving?
I'm not leaving without my stuff.
Oh, without. Oh, I was like, oh, you're just gonna stay here? But we were going to go save people. And
I'm gonna
stuff.
stay here and fish.
Yeah, Lena's gonna take a
Wow.
vacation. Lena's layover.
I look wistfully at the sea. In
right.
another life.
Yeah, right? Now I want to do a Lena backstory where it's just she's come from a small fishing town. So unexpected. It just used to be
And
like on a
I could-
little island like Animal Crossing.
I could
My
make
dad was a fisherman.
I could make a sashimi joke, but
No. Those are mine.
When Lena was a young girl, her father was a fisherman in the city.
Oh boy.
I watched him die.
We're never leaving the
Anyway.
city.
oh, That took a turn.
We're
All
here
right.
forever.
We're here forever. Awesome. So Lena and Ivan, you sort of lead the way back to the marketplace through the town. You this is a fishing town, so lots of people are up already, like early morning fishing and headed out to the docks. So it's already bustling and pretty busy. So all the shops kind of open up fairly early in the morning. Like they run a bit on early morning time here. So you head off back to the marketplace and you meet up with Thurl, or Earl as we called him.
Earl.
At the blacksmith, and yeah, you find his shop back again. You see he's sort of just putting like a box of things together, and he sees you walking up. He looks exhausted, like he's been working all night on this particular project. He sees you all walk up and waves pretty eagerly at you all. Ivan, Lena, I did finish. I'm so glad that you came by early. I think I might fall over, but I couldn't stop working on it. I was just so thrilled to be able to do this project. So thank you for bringing it to me. Would you like to see what I made?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
He gets really excited, like a little kid, pretty much. He's sort of like bounding around, gets a little bit of energy back. Okay, so do you want to start with Lena's dagger, or should we start with Ivan's?
You know what? I want to see what you got for Lena.
Okay.
Wow.
He pulls out sort of a smaller box, but he's like packaged it up all real nicely. But he opens it up and you see, because you got armor too, right, Lena? That's what you were sort of saying earlier. Okay. So you see that he has made this like, it's medium armor. I think that's what we did too, right? Is it not light? We went to medium, right, for Lena?
I'd have to take a look. Because, like, we didn't, like, decide the style armor. It was just, like, I have armor and I put, like, placeholder armor on.
Okay.
Which was
She
a
was
thing.
naked the whole time.
I was on naked. I had clothes.
All right. Well, she was unarmored.
Yeah. Well, it
Okay,
matches.
You have leather light
something.
armor on right now. Are we gonna stick with that one?
Because everything else is very expensive.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So he opens the box and shows off the pieces that he's put together. For your armor, he's just made something that's like very slick, stealthy, dark colors. Like it's all mostly just like black tanned leather. A few pieces of metal in there to sort of beef it up just a bit, but really it's like embedded into the armor itself. And so that was like a bit of a more simple piece. There's not too many more exciting things to that, but it does beef you up a bit with the light armor. But the creme de la resistance is the dagger that he has put in this beautiful box, and he opens it up for you. He has coated the entire dagger in black metal. It looks absolutely sick. It's got a snake fang on one side of the hilt and a vulture talon on the other side. The blade itself is like serrated on one side and then like straight cut on the other, so it just is like this wicked killing machine. So this particular dagger, Lena, having the snake fang and the vulture talon, has a bit of the extra magical tinge to it, so it is a magic weapon now. So he has both silvered it and been using the Arcana shop as well, so this dagger is now equipped to actually damage things that don't get damaged by non-magical items. Yay for Lena. That's been a journey.
Beautiful.
But the added bonus to this one is with your regular attacks, you would roll an extra d4 of poison damage on your regular attacks from the snake fang, and from the vulture talon, particularly looking at adding in that extra death element, is a +2 to all your attack rolls using the dagger.
Lena is like almost crying. Wow, that's a gift.
He hands it all like really ceremoniously over to you, and kind of looks at you expectantly. Do you like it?
Beautiful. I look up at him, like holding it, like wrapping my hand around it, being like, not the sharp part. Be like, just cuts myself. Oh, it's
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It hurts.
Yeah.
He looks super pleased.
I love it.
I'm so glad. I really think that it's just you, maybe embodied in a dagger form. I hope you give it a good name, and I hope it serves you well.
I love it. And Lena never loves anything. She looks at it. Yes, thank you. She turns away to have a moment.
Calls the dagger
And Lena-
soulmate, like.
Yeah. Lover.
I can probably help you get your weapon set up later.
Yeah. I wrote
On your
down
character.
everything, so I'll be able to put it in the D&D Beyond sheet.
Cool.
Okay, perfect.
So he seems really pleased that Lena likes the dagger. A little relieved, I think, as well, because Lena is scary, and he wanted to make sure that she was happy with it. Pulls up a big chest that he's put together for Ivan's stuff, because there's quite a bit more, and sort of slowly opens it. Ivan, for you,
Yes.
I think we've been able to put together some just really unique pieces. I hope you like them. I hope they work. First, your plate armor. He begins pulling pieces of the armor out of the chest. So what you can see from it is he's taken many of the wolf teeth and embedded it right into like the pauldrons, so like the shoulder pieces of the plate armor. He's woven a lot of the wolf pelt into sort of the back, and then it kind of cascades a little
Like a
bit
cowl?
down on the back
Or
of
not a
it.
cowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, exactly. Like kind of draped down, but sort of still like tight to the armor, so it doesn't give, like, it's not too baggy or anything. And you just see like it's just beautiful. It's like polished up, very sleek looking, like looks like it's gonna fit you like a glove pretty much. So this is just heavy plate armor, so it doesn't have any magical properties in this particular piece of the armor itself. And then
Just plate mail, right?
yeah, so
Gotcha.
yep. And then the helm is a little bit more specific. So it's still a piece of the armor, but specifically if you're wearing the helm, he pulls out this piece and it has an amethyst embedded in the top sort of forehead region of the helm. And this helm, when you wear it, adds +1 to your constitution, and you gain advantage on any saving throws that involve alcohol.
All right.
Ivan needs that.
And you said advantage roll anytime I am drunk or attempting to be drinking.
Yeah, so any saving throws that involve like alcohol. So if it's like you're playing a drinking game, or you're trying, you're drinking and we're rolling for whether or not you're super wasted or anything like that, which has happened with Ivan. This is not an unusual occurrence, everybody. So it gives you advantage rolls on anything to do with that, +1 to just regular constitution. So in general, it helps you just remain steady.
Yeah.
It steadies your inner ear, let's say. The gloves as well, he pulls those out. One of the gloves is just like a regular, armored glove, but the other one has the onyx embedded into sort of the back of the hand region. So for this glove,
Actually, we can do if you want.
Yeah,
'cause
go ahead.
I have 2 onyxes.
you have
So
two.
they could be matching. Yeah.
Yes, okay, so both have an onyx on the back of the glove, like embedded in. So when you wear these gloves, once per long rest, you can use the spell Animate Dead. So what this does is reanimates a corpse or skeleton into a zombie or skeleton. Usually with this spell, it would be a 24-hour long thing, but for this, because it's just your gloves, it's an hour long. So you can reanimate something dead that's like a smaller medium humanoid, that'll serve you for up to 1 hour. So it is the Oh, go ahead.
One per long
One
rest,
per
right?
long rest, yeah.
Okay.
And then it's for up to an hour, and it's basically Animate Dead, other than those two things. So once per long rest. I don't remember how
And
often
an hour
it's
long.
usually, and an hour long. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it's just a general spell. Yeah. So once per long rest, hour long, when you use the gloves. Also pulls out the shield that you've had as well. So this particular shield, I mean, in addition to just being a shield, I don't know if Ivan usually carried a shield or not.
Yeah, he's always
Okay.
been shield on one hand.
Okay, so it's been beefed up, so it's an additional +1 to AC if it gives you any bonuses to AC for your regular shield. Like this is in addition to that. It also has the teeth embedded throughout the shield. So
Nice.
when you use protection, lol. But the particular like protection aspect of Ivan as the paladin, it adds a D4 of damage when the attacker attempts to make an attack on someone within your 5-foot radius. I think that's what it is, right?
Yeah. So if they're attacked within 5 feet, I can use protection as a reaction.
Yeah. So basically, because it has like teeth on the outside, like the attacker is going to run into the shield and take an extra D4 damage if they try to make an attack on someone you're protecting in your 5-foot radius.
1d4 damage. Okay.
Sweet. And finally, just like how he reverently pulled out the dagger for Lena, he pulls out this beautiful box and opens it up to reveal a battle axe. It's like gloriously, stunningly death looking, perfect for Ivan. It's like Ivan in battle axe form. You see it's got various vulture talons embedded throughout. It's got the snake fang, the other snake fang as well, that's in the handle. And it also has the bronze dragon tooth that's been embedded in it as well. You can decide sort of what that looks like if you're wanting to do art or any kind of that. So just, yeah, there's a snake fang, a bronze dragon tooth, and a couple of the vulture talons are in here as well. So for the battle axe, you'll get an extra D4 of poison damage to your regular attacks, similar to Lena's dagger.
So 1d4 poison?
Yep. From the snake fang. And then as Mikey and I sort of talked about, it's gonna add lightning damage from the bronze dragon tooth, but because Ivan also has green flame blade, we're going to combine those to be sort of like a plasma attack, but we're going to be actually calling it radiant damage. So for any time that Ivan uses green flame blade, which is pretty frequently,
Well, yeah, every time he hits.
exactly, we will have an extra 1d6 of radiant damage that adds to the green flame blade original damage as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy because so plasma is supposed to be as bright as the sun. So I feel like I just need to wear sunglasses every time I swing now.
So cool.
Ivan will be like
Just
closing
close
his
your-
eyes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Just close your eyes.
Yep.
Just blind
Sounds
everybody
like-
every
yeah,
time I swing. Ah!
Well, warn us, but before you do it, like close your eyes, and then wow, you know.
But the second you start hearing grrr, you probably should close your eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's like, close your eyes! We're just gonna have to be a party that's everybody's wearing like sunglasses and like ball caps to like cover up. It's so good. But yeah, he shows off all of these pieces for you and sort of lays them out on the table. Again, sort of looks expectantly at you. He looks really proud of his work, but is also like waiting to hear what you say.
Oh my helm. This is amazing. Look at all the things I've killed. I killed the vulture. We killed that snake. I killed these wolves over here. I love it. Oh, and look, there's a tooth right there from the dragon. Oh, this is great. I
He's
can't
just,
wait
like,
to show all my
nodding along
friends.
so excitedly. You like
This
it?
is perfect. Yes, it's everything I've ever wanted and more.
I'm so glad. I absolutely wanted this to be the perfect set for you, and I'm pleased. Thank you for letting me do this. There's only so often that we get brought something like this to really put our art into our work, and I don't think I'll forget this for a long time.
Make sure you did you engrave your name on this? Because I want to tell everybody where this stuff is from.
He gives kind of a cheeky grin. I may have hidden my initials on the hilts.
Good. I definitely want to tell everyone. Bring you all to the orders.
Thank you.
Oh, Also, by chance, I know it's probably not going to be as amazing. And I point over to like Argonis. I'm like, do you have anything for this guy ever laying around? I know it's maybe not really like a custom piece, but you might want
Just
something.
this guy.
Well, what do you, Argonis? Come here. Urgh.
Drags me over. I wave. Hello.
He kind of was like, "What are you looking for exactly? Like armor?"
Like he's Argonis, what do you even use for a weapon?
I usually have my staff.
Do you have a staff? Do you have a better staff than that staff?
He kind of scratches his head a little bit. To be fair, I feel like a staff is pretty personal to the spellcaster, so
Oh,
I don't know
well,
if
that
I
sucks.
would have any.
Never mind. He doesn't have the staff.
Yeah.
I appreciate it though.
If you would like, I may have some armor or shields, but I feel like a staff is something that you yourself need to find something that speaks to you, not just a stick I have laying around. No offense.
No, none taken. I crafted this staff myself, so I think I will hold on to it.
I feel really bad because I thought that staff sucked so bad. You crafted it? Oh,
It's my way of channeling my spells. I don't like attack with it per se.
Yeah, you always miss all the time. I've noticed.
See, that's what. Oh, actually, I do have this scimitar that I use sometimes. Do you have anything better than this?
He takes a look at it. So did you just have like a regular scimitar?
It's just a plain scimitar.
Okay. I mean, he probably has something that's like either silver or something like that that might be a little bit more magical. I would assume he would be able to have something like that.
Okay.
As like an upgrade. Let me just double check and see. Like, I don't know. I don't think scimitars would be that much, even for like a magical one.
Don't worry, it's all on me.
Okay, so like a regular scimitar would be about like 25 gold. So to get it like silvered and like slightly imbued so that it's just like magical, would probably be like maybe 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Yeah, he pulls out like a couple options for you.
Sorry, be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
You ran away for food. How rude.
How rude! While I'm trying to describe these scimitars. Yeah, I'll say he has like a couple options for those though when he gets back.
And then I guess see if they're what kind of armor does he have right now? 'Cause, like, are you on like the one?
Yeah, I'm
is
looking
it
at
like an armor that we're here?
I don't actually. Oh,
or is he like the guy that we're talking to? Is he just plainly blacksmith, and so he does a lot of the heavier stuff?
He's like, yeah, he's kind of like a crafter. So he has some stock, but he's mostly he doesn't keep a lot there because he's usually serving most of like the fishermen and stuff that are looking for specific pieces for boats and things like that. So like his training is probably in like weaponry and things, which is why he's so excited to like do this stuff for you because he doesn't get to do it very often because most of the time they're looking for like a fish hook or like a thing for the boat. So this kind of stuff is like much more exciting and creative. So he doesn't have a ton in stock and probably wouldn't have like a ton of options. It does look like Argonis is only wearing like light armor right now, so if he did want to take it up to medium, he can, as a druid.
Okay. And then also, what do you think of that? Like, would he want my old armor? Not Argonis, but
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, like he could probably take it and like beef it up and resell it or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
No worries. So yeah, Argonis, he has a couple options for scimitars, basically just based on look. So, both are, let's say like one maybe is silvered, but not like imbued with any sort of magic, and the other one, is silvered and magical. So pretty much the only difference is that, the silvered one doesn't have any change to the scimitar's stats. It's just regular scimitar, but happens to be silvered. But the magical one, let's say, it would usually be 1d6 for a scimitar.
I believe
I'm not sure
so.
if we can add in. Is there special scimitars of some kind? I don't know if there's something in D&D Beyond that would be leveled up. But if we can find something leveled up, or I'll just say it's 1d8 instead.
1d8. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like sharpen the edge and
Yeah, exactly.
add some silver to it. Okay.
Yeah, sort
Or
of like
you can-
magically sharpened. Go ahead.
Yeah, or you can do like a just like a +1.
Yeah, I was
Just
gonna
a
say like
overall
+1 or
stat.
+2 or something
Yeah.
for it being magical. So if we find something in D&D Beyond that's more specific, fantastic, and
Mm.
add
Yeah,
that so
we can-
it's like
Yeah.
actually there. Otherwise,
Okay.
maybe just do like a +2 would be like the scimitar that's 50 gold pieces. So it's been imbued with magic. It's a magical weapon with +2 for your damage.
There
Good.
you go. And
So right now my scimitar is 1d6 plus 2, so it would be
there you
1d6
go.
plus 4.
Sweet, sounds good. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a pretty strong hit.
Perfect.
I like it.
I like it.
And armor for this little guy.
Yeah.
What
so,
little guy? Do you mean
Sorry.
me or
No.
I was gonna say me little guy or him little guy.
well, yeah, Argonis, Vittori. Unfortunately, I don't think he would have in stock mouse clothes.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have.
I mean, I
think
got
we'd have to
that.
custom armor or custom order it.
What am I wearing?
I'm
for
fine
armor
with
right
my
now.
armor.
It looks like
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
leather armor on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
and
So if we went up to like studded leather, that's medium armor, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just like studded leather would be fine.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he would probably have like maybe a set. Can you roll me a quick d20 just in the chance that it's a dragonborn size? Because it's
Okay.
more specific.
It's a 4.
Okay. Yeah, so he looks around, tries to dig up a few things, but doesn't have quite anything that's like specific enough. Chain mail is technically medium armor. And that is probably something that could be easy enough to adjust for different sizes.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find stats on like chainmail, like worth it or
Wait, so this
chainmail is
heavy.
Is it
yeah,
heavy?
it's heavy armor.
Yeah.
Chain
That's
shirt
what
though,
I'm-
that
Oh, okay, yeah, chain shirt, yeah.
but that's fine. I could Argonis could wear the chain shirt under his like robes that he's wearing now, so
Yeah.
that would work.
Okay, yeah. I'll say that he probably has a chain shirt.
Okay. And that's 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Because that would probably be fairly adjustable. They're usually just like a big sheet of chain. Like,
Right.
It's not really it's not tailored. Cool.
You just either add or subtract chain.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah. So I'll say that he definitely has a chain shirt for 50 gold pieces, and he can kind of adjust it a little bit, like adds a couple pieces of chain in it for you just in certain places, or like tailors it just a little bit by removing some of the links. But overall can have a chain shirt.
links.
That,
That
would
was the
fit.
word I was looking for. Thank you.
Of course. Yeah, so we're gonna take the chain shirt and then the magical scimitar.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so altogether about 100 gold pieces for the two.
All right. That's it. I'm not going to be nice anymore.
Thank you, Ivan.
You're welcome, Argonis. And
Already beefed
Lena.
up.
Vittori,
Lena's
you said
still
you're
waiting.
good down there.
also, Argonis still owes me 2 blocks of cheese.
Yes, is there a market nearby where I could buy just food?
I am
Yeah.
not carrying your cheese.
There's
to
definitely
eat that.
like you're in the middle of the marketplace though. There's definitely like little stalls of, fresh foods and things like that. Like there's bakery, the couple bakeries around. So you definitely are able to find a stall that has some like fresh fruit and cheeses and things like that.
Okay, I will. As we're heading out, I will stop and get 2 blocks of cheese and just some food for the road.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna probably say that's like pretty much like rations. So
Yeah.
basically just like 5 silver pieces kind of thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's easily done.
Cool. Awesome. So you
So how
folks
much
have
do
your
I-
armors, you got your stuff. You owed, let's see, you put, what was it?
Put 1,000 down.
Put 1,000 down, and then it was going to be the other 750, right?
The
So- and then
750
you
was before
did-
this. Before we talked about a shield.
Okay,
So-
before you did the shield. The shield
so-
wasn't like a ton.
So shield and then whatever Argonis was needs to be added. So it's
Yeah.
750 before.
So 1850 with Argonis' stuff. Ames, did you buy your own armor? Lena?
I did take the money out
Okay.
of my own account, so like maybe Ivan looked away and I'm like, I'm tired of this guy buying me nice things. And like buy myself something.
Okay. And then just for the shields, it's an uncommon shield because it's +1 to your AC.
Yeah.
So, but I have like 112 gold is what I found just by looking it up
Okay.
here. So, yeah, say about 110 kind of thing.
Okay.
Sweet.
So I owe 960,
Perfect. Yeah.
and then I guess I will give him 40 just for the amazing job that he did. So
Mail.
break it to break it even at 2,000. So I'll just take another 1,000 off.
Sweet. He thanks
I
you.
will
Really.
I will also throw in 35, so I have an even 100 gold.
All of you people needing even amounts of gold. You throw in a good tip. He's like just super pleased with the fact that he could do all the stuff for you and that you were happy with his work. Yeah.
All right, so that's 100 flat gone. Nah, I was rich.
Oh dear. You still have like a good what, 2,000 gold ish?
No, I'm broke.
You broke now?
Yeah, no.
Or are you just
shh,
gonna hide your money?
Wink, wink. I'm broke. Oh yeah.
So good. Awesome. Yeah, you got your cheese, you've got your armors and weapons and things like that. Now it's finding some sort of transportation. You were maybe gonna ask him about that. Do you still
Yeah.
want to ask this
Yeah.
guy?
All right. So, again, thank you for all your work. Amazing. Best guy ever. I will come back to you every time I need upgrades. Gotcha? Huh?
Yeah, I haven't come back anytime. I haven't had this much fun in probably years. Just a lot of fish hooks.
Yeah, I don't fish.
You just derailed the entire conversation now.
You know, Ivan, I don't hold that against you. There's enough fishermen in the town, so.
Oh, okay. So we need to head north, and we were wondering if you have horses or teleportation. You
Teleportation.
are going,
Oh.
yeah.
Do you know of anybody in the city that can teleport us? We need to get to the cold city pretty quickly.
Wow.
Yeah, what he said.
That's a long way. Gosh. Definitely horses. There's stables on the outside of town. You could find some of those for sure. Teleportation, really not sure on that one. I don't know of a lot of high-profile magic users in Locke. Might be a little bit harder to find that. But there are a couple tinkerers that have been messing around a bit with some transportation. They're also sort of on the outside of town, but that might even give you an option that's faster than horses. Not quite
What were you talking
teleportation
about?
level. He kind of like looks nervous. Well, I don't really know. You know, my expertise is here in crafting and blacksmith stuff, but they put together all sorts of weird things over there, so I don't really know what they are, but I've heard that it can travel pretty fast. So it might be something you could look into.
Is it alive?
No.
I don't trust it.
I don't think
So
so.
it's so you're saying it's undead?
No, I'm saying like it's like metal and wood.
Like a boat?
Interesting.
Ivan is completely lost on this one.
And like so
we
is
will-
this guy. Like he absolutely has no idea what he's talking about. He's like, I don't know. I've just heard they make weird stuff and that it goes fast.
Weird,
if you
fast
could
stuff.
just
Okay.
point us in the right direction.
But
Yeah,
he said
he
outside of town, right? At the edge of town.
yeah, he said
There's
the
only
edge of
4
town.
edges. Yeah, there's
Well, which
eventually
edge?
find it at the edge of the town.
Yeah, he sort of points off down one of the roads. If you follow that road, you should come right out near the stables, and I don't think you'll be able to miss the Tinkerer Lab.
Tinkerer Lab next to the stables. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That way?
I just point randomly.
You point the wrong way, you say?
Yeah.
No, that way.
Oh, gotcha.
All right.
All right, again, you're awesome. Thanks.
You're
for
awesome.
all this amazing stuff.
If you end up taking whatever thing that they've made, can't wait to hear the story when you get back. And by any time.
Yeah.
You can
What's
meet the
name of
wife
this
when she's
town?
back from the boat. Would love to have you over, so...
I would love. I can bring my missus, maybe, if she ever leaves the town. I haven't decided that. If she. Oh, I mean, I'm not saying that I have to decide if she leaves.
You haven't decided if she can leave the town.
You've abandoned your wife.
Which one of his 700 million wives?
Yeah, we're...
Like, it's pretty much canon that if Ivan sees a lady, he's married to her.
Apparently, that's how it works now.
So good. Yeah, he thanks you again. He's gonna go to bed because he's like falling over. And yeah, he's pointed you in the direction of the edge of town.
All right, I walk outside.
All right, poetry and. Oh wait, I don't think I got your name, little tiefling.
Good talk.
Sorry,
Alright.
I was eating.
How dare you eat while I'm trying to talk to you?
Just in there, just
Rude.
eating.
Yeah. Everyone's just been waiting outside, just getting food and like snacking, like.
I'm sorry. Were you talking to me?
No, the only other person in this group that I don't know the name of.
Whoa, sassy Ivan.
I'm Lena.
Everyone reintroduces themselves.
I'm Argonis.
Hi, I'm Poetry.
Hello, I'm
Ivan.
Mouse Man.
I'm
yeah.
Amarina, but people call me Rena for short.
Amarillo?
Armadillo.
Armadillo.
Yep, armadillo it is.
Yes.
That's not the first time I've heard that. It's Rena.
Rena. I might be able to remember that.
We know.
Frank?
210. Something. What? No, it's 91. What? Sorry, I'm talking about a dimensional box that I watch stuff on. Anyways, so.
Oh god.
So we can get some transportation. They're this way. There's a weird tinker group that makes weird metal wood things, and then there's horses that we could try to take.
I have my own form of transportation.
What do you mean? So, do you want to go do it yourself then? Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, I have a flying broom.
Well, the rest of us don't want to walk.
I mean, you all can have horses. I will just fly.
Well,
on the
that's what I was just
Yeah,
trying
I mean,
to
the rest of us
say.
can't fly.
Yeah, I mean, I can
Wait.
throw the mouse man a little bit. He can fly for a while.
Argonis, you can fly, right?
Just,
I don't
just
I don't
walks
have
20
wings.
feet, throws Vittoria another 20 feet. We can say
Why
that
is always
Tori
me
flew
being
there.
Because you're in my pocket. It's your fault.
But no, I can't fly yet.
I thought you could, but I was confused then.
No.
Yeah, you're
not-
thinking Cirrus. Cirrus is the one that flies a lot.
Yeah, I know Cirrus can fly, but I thought like Argonis being dragonborn.
Oh, just because of the Dragonborn, he
Oh,
has
just
to
because I'm a
fly.
dragonborn.
Wow.
Me and my
Look at
tail
you
are
So,
gonna
sitting
walk
sorry
over
for
there.
being racist.
But no, at I think level 8, I can turn into something that flies.
Oh,
but
nice,
not
nice.
yet.
Cool.
Now you just gotta walk fast.
All
Yep.
right. So poetry, what, and the rest of the group, what do you guys think? Should we go look at both? Check out the horses. Check out the weird wooden iron thing.
I mean, I'm intrigued.
Yes.
As
I'm
a
definitely intrigued.
as a writer, it could be really interesting to see what that means.
I want to
well,
see how Vittore rides a horse.
In my pocket.
No,
I
no,
mean-
Vittore is getting his own horse.
No.
Just ride along in your
I mean, if you
motorcycle.
want to pay, if you want to pay for
Oh,
your
that's
horse,
right.
you can. No, the motorcycle
I-
is now. No, you're not taking. No, you're. If you want the horse, you can have the horse. I'm keeping this little scoot thing.
I mean, I can pay for a horse, no problem.
Oh, really? Okay, go pay for all our horses then, Mister Big Shot.
For the record, I
I-
can turn
I'm-
into a horse if we need one.
Wait, no, that doesn't sound any better. Because if you can turn into a horse, do you want Ivan to ride you?
Maybe not Ivan.
Ah.
Yeah, but Armadillo is already riding her broom.
Yeah, she's on the room.
Oh dear.
Should we go
No,
see?
a horse, not
yeah,
a deer.
let's maybe just go see what the options are.
Yeah, that sounds good. We walk
No,
towards
he's just
the
like
options.
the loudest group, like in the entire city. Like,
Everyone's like stopping to like
Yeah,
look, like
right?
what's happening over
gotta
there?
hope that like no warning, no wanted signs have gone up yet from the city for anybody.
Well, I don't think
Uh,
they knew what we were.
no,
Did
they
they?
didn't. They didn't. No,
I've
there
committed
was
no crimes
Yeah.
in my life.
there
Yeah,
was-
there's no one here that set
No
things on
ties.
fire. Huh?
Not
Looking
that
at
they know. of.
Vittori.
I'm innocent.
Yes.
Sorry.
All right, you.
All right, so I guess we'll go go
okay.
towards the tinkerer's place just to see
Sweet.
what's up.
Yeah. So you head down the road, like the guy mentioned. If you were heading to kind of a stable, like you just need to find the edge of town. Like there's probably multiple stables that people have, but you head down this specific road that would lead to the edge of town, where ideally you're going to run into this tinkerer's lab. As you head through, you go through the rest of the marketplace. You head past some of the little houses and rows of living spaces. I just saw Jake's comment. I had to laugh. What broom? And you make your way towards the edge of town. As you get closer, you start to hear this awful, like, clanging sound. It's like just some sort of warehouse or something where it's just the loud clang of metal against metal, various sounds of like whirring noises, and all sorts of like just odd sounds that are coming from the end of this road. As you get closer and closer, you notice quite a big sort of space to your left. It does look like a warehouse. You see a sign is posted above the door, and it's like covered in gears and things like that, and written on it is Tinkerer's Lab headquarters, and it's just this big like warehouse on the edge of town.
All right, Argonis, I think you're better at dealing with weird shit. You go. I'll
Thank
I'll be
you.
over. Yeah. I don't want to break nothing.
I kind
I'm
of
going with Argonis.
arch my eyebrow at Ivan and kind of poke my head in the door.
Okay.
Hello.
You poke your head in the door, and like it's fairly loud in here. You hear like all sorts of noises. You see just like piles of like scrap metal and things like that are all over the place. I put that in the wrong channel, but it's okay. You can't see anybody, but you just see like various like pieces of metal and wood are kind of everywhere. And yeah, you're sort of just in this giant space.
I'm gonna step in and look around for anybody who's in charge.
Yeah, take a look through and roll me investigation check.
Do you want me to roll investigation as well, since I'm going with Argonis?
Sure.
Can't hurt, right?
Oh.
I roll a 13.
I also rolled guidance, so 16.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah.
Okay. So you had a 16 and a 14?
13.
13. Okay. Yeah, you kind of crawl around through these piles, like, it's all over the floor, and there's just certain, like, pathways that lead through these piles of scrap. You can hear sounds, like people are here somewhere in these piles of things, but you can't see anybody, and you're kind of still, like, shouting out, trying to get someone to answer you, but the noises around you, like, cover up and muffle your voice. You finally turn a corner of the pile, one of the piles, and you see a small gnome is digging through one of the piles in front of you.
Are they facing us, or?
They're facing away from you. You can see that they have like a helmet on their head that's like got these various little arms hanging off of it that are holding like magnifying glasses and little lights and things like that. They're like on their hands and knees, like digging through this pile.
Excuse me. Hello?
They kind of jolt up. And they bump their head on something that's like in the pile. Everything like clutters down all around them.
Oh, gee. Oh. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Excuse me? This small gnome, she turns around to look at you and like peers at you. She's got these like giant goggles on her face. Her eyes are like huge, like super like tinkerer style for this gnome. Hello? Wow, you all are really big. Hold on one moment. She takes off her goggles. That's better.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. Well, hi. What brings you here?
We are in the market for a fast mode of transportation. We were told that you might have something a little faster than a horse.
A little faster than a horse. That's a joke, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
It is a joke. Let me tell you. I have something that's much faster than a horse. It's fast, like, I don't know. This doesn't make any sense, but if you put, like, 3 horses together, it would be faster than 3 horses together. Let's back it up here. I'm sorry. My train of thought is all over the place. It's just sort of the way I work. Is that a mouse?
No, I'm Santa Claus.
I don't think that helps answer a mouse or Santa Claus. I don't think either of those answer that. But anyway, regardless, I guess do you have money? I think that's probably the first question before I even show you what I have.
Depends on how much this is going to cost.
Well, I guess it depends on how far you're taking it and if you need a crew. But do you have money? You either have money or you don't have money. So do you have money?
We do have money.
That sounds really sus.
By chance, did I walk in the room, or was I just standing outside?
I don't remember what you folks decided.
All right.
Argonis said he had peeked in, so if you would have eventually followed, like, sure, yeah.
I'm like, you should look at me.
Just show off my armor.
I have money.
No, you had money.
She spots you, like, kind of coming around the corner as well. Oh, yes, that is beautiful armor that you have. Sure. You know what? All right. So, let's introduce ourselves. As I said, my brain doesn't stay in a straight line. So if I meander, just pull me back. Things are very distracting.
I physically pull you back. All right, like this.
No, that's okay. No, please put me down. The ground should be right there. Yes. Okay. So, hi, I am Selza.
Hi.
I am the head technician, you could call it, here at the Tinkerer's Lab. I kind of run the joint and train up new Tinkerers and generally keep this place organized and clean, as you can tell. That's me. But yeah. Who are you?
I start pushing Argonis in front. You.
Oh, why is it always me? Well, I am Argonis. This is my friends Ivan and Santa.
Hi.
I point down at Vittori.
Hello.
I guess the rest of the group is outside, but yeah, we are looking to get to. I don't know if you. We're looking to get up north pretty quickly. It would
Yeah, I can get you there.
normally be about 2 weeks travel on horseback.
I can get you there in 2 days. Don't
Okay,
believe
you have me intrigued.
Okay. All right. This is going to be exciting. Now, I should preface this that we haven't actually gone that far before. But I have all the faith that we can, and I believe in it, and that is the, main power that tinkerers run on. Am I right? If not belief, what else? So let me show you what we got. Follow me. And she kind of tears off through the piles on her, like, little gnome legs, like, running really fast through the piles.
I guess we follow her.
Yeah.
No, we turn around and go back outside.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Never mind. She runs off through the piles. Like, she's kind of scrambling over. All of you folks have to kind of go through the paths and stuff, because these piles, like, would not hold your weight. Like, they are holding this gnome's weight. But she scrambles past. You're going through this huge warehouse. Like, it looked big on the outside, but on the inside, it's like this hangar. The piles are all at the front here, just scrap, metals and weird doohickeys and thingamaboppers and all sorts of just random stuff. There's, like, projects that are half finished here and there. You have no idea what they are, but they seem, like, slightly put together, but then someone's forgotten about them or given up on it. And as you get further and further back in the hangar, these projects start to get bigger and bigger. Like, you see weird shapes. Like, you see one that looks to be like a mechanical horse, but its legs aren't really there yet. Like, they're not quite finished, and it seems to have been abandoned. You continue on and see something that looks like a wagon, but it's, like, all sorts of gears and random things, and again, seems to be, like, half abandoned and only has, like, one wheel on it. And just things start to get bigger and bigger until you catch up to the gnome, and she's standing in front of this huge line of these devices. The one in front of you just looks like a large ball. Doesn't appear to have too much to it. There's one to the right that looks kind of like a boat, but with legs sticking out of the sides, like these huge mechanical looking spider legs out of this huge boat body. And then there's one to the left that's just this strange looking tube, but then it appears to have some sort of wing structure out to the left and right, and what looks to be like an observing deck on the top of it. Kind of like the bottom of a blimp, but with wings on either side. She stands, like, proudly in front of them.
So what the hell's this?
Well, these are your choice. I have 3 various methods of transportation that I've worked very hard on, and all 3 of them are going to be faster than horses, that's for sure. But it just kind of depends on how you like to roll.
Have you tested these with like people?
She like looks a little sheepish. Yes, and they are gonna be fine.
I'm going to roll an insight check to see if she's bluffing.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
I probably trust her because that's an 8.
I mean, like, you pick up that she says they're going to be fine. So you kind of like trust that obviously someone has tested these things, like they have been tested, but you do pick up on the fact that she says they're going to be fine.
Okay, I mean, they're still in one piece, so obviously they're not crashed into the side of the hill somewhere.
That's always positive.
Yes. How many party members do we have? We have
Basically, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a pocket.
us. Yeah.
In a pocket. I like it.
So which one would you recommend?
For this amount of your party, you mean? It's a great question.
Yeah.
How well do you like your party members? I'm still distracted by the mouse. I still don't understand. But yeah, how well do you like each other? Are you comfortable in close quarters?
I look at the gnome viciously, like, how well do you know? How well do you like us?
I don't know you. I don't know if I can make that kind of snap judgment. You seem like interesting people. You're interested in my work, and you know that's pretty big for
How
me.
well do you like your kneecaps?
We're trying to barter with this gnome, not threaten her.
I like my kneecaps. I do. Not sure what you're insinuating.
Well, in that case, please recommend us the best vehicle with the least chance of us dying or getting injured.
The least chance. She turns around to like look.
Basically, a chance of 0.0.
Okay, so all right. I'm gonna like safety, although is lovely. It's not always a priority in my work. I'm more of a test first, fix later kind of tinkerer. But if you're going for the least dangerous, you're going to want to do that one. And she points to the kind of boat with legs.
I look at
Legs.
Argonis and Ivan, and I'm like, okay, that sounds like an idea.
I mean, it looks like a ship, and I'm familiar with ships. I feel like that would be the safest.
I like that. Sounds good.
Ivan, pick it up. We're out of here.
What?
I don't.
No, you do it. What the hell do I have to pick it up for?
Because
I don't
I can't.
No one's picking up my work. Like, this boat is huge. Like, it's
Right, yeah.
like
It's a boat.
It's like a fairly decent size. Like, it's like a boat shape. It's obviously not a boat. Like, it hasn't even been built from a boat, but it just happens to end up being kind of a boat shape, like streamlined sort of body. But like, there's enough room on here that there seems to be some rooms on it. Like, there is a deck to it that you can stand outside, but there does like appear to be an inside portion of this thing. So it's like huge, and these giant spider legs, like it's taking up a big portion of this hangar. It's not a small boat.
Yeah, but for all Vittore knows, Ivan can lift anything.
Just assuming that anything large is okay.
Yeah, I mean, Ivan can lift anything I can't lift, so
So we're going
Silence.
with this one?
I'd say so.
Excellent.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be quiet. Just
So-
make it awkward.
Okay. Now I know you're going to the cold city, like you said. So it's gonna get you there. It's gonna get you there, but if you don't bring someone to run it with you, it's not gonna go so well. I'm just gonna come out and say it. It doesn't come with a user manual. Now, I'm happy to go with you, but there's a, kind of a price to that. Like, you're kind of renting the equipment. I expect that it'll be returned and sort of paying for my time if I do come with you. But it would be pretty difficult to drive without having someone that's experienced in the mechanics of the vehicle.
And how much would that cost us?
I mean, if we get there in 2 days, I think it could be not too bad. It takes a little bit to run it, but let's say I would take 10 gold for my salary each day and 100 gold to rent the ship.
How about 1 bronze piece for the ship and the journey?
No.
How
How
about
about 2?
No. I
How
don't know
about-
if you know what bartering looks like, but that's not, no.
Okay, final offer. 5 bronze pieces.
Is this guy serious? I know he's a mouse, but like,
No.
is he serious?
No, no.
all right? How about
I'm-
we pay you for your time and 50 gold pieces up front. You get the other 50 when we get there safely.
She thinks about it. Yeah, that seems fair. That seems wise. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, okay. I'll take it. So, when do we leave?
How soon?
Now.
How soon? Yeah, how soon can you get this thing ready?
She winks at you and then like runs and like jumps up one of the legs, kind of like athletically jumps and gymnastics up into this boat. She disappears kind of across the deck so that you can't see at the back, and then you hear this like clunk 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 as this machine begins to start running. You see all these gears start spinning. The legs sort of clamp into the ground and push the boat up onto standing on these weird spider legs that it has. It has like 6 legs, so 3 on each side. So more like an insect, I guess. And the boat turns itself around. So each step it's like thump, 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 and all these clanks, and it turns itself around to face the back of the hangar. Ready to go when you are.
So, how much do I don't trust this. You said I give him 100 now?
No. We give. So what was it? 10 gold pieces per day, so 20 plus 50 up front.
So you're
And
giving him
then-
the 50 up front?
Yeah, I can give the 50 up front.
Okay.
And then the other 50
And when we get there.
yeah, plus 20 for the 2
And-
days that were.
And you
On
trust
our
this
way.
thing? Did you see what it just did?
I mean, it'll get us there faster than a horse would.
I don't.
I don't know. I'll take anything at this point.
Ivan does not trust.
I mean, fair
Uh,
enough.
We also have to go outside and grab the rest of the party.
Okay. Okay.
So I took 50 out of my pocket for the first half.
Cool. Yeah. You see, she kind of waves from up on the deck, presses a button, and a little like ramp like shoots out the back of the boat for people to kind of climb up onto it.
I'm gonna head back outside and grab Lena and Poetry and Reina. Like we have
Lena,
we have
Poetry, and
transport.
Lena.
Yep. Oh no
Going.
Lena, Poetry, and Reina.
Reina, okay. There we
Yeah,
go.
sorry.
I was like, Lena, Poetry, and Lena. Just both.
Yeah,
Reina,
just grab
Reina.
Lena twice to be sure.
We have transport. You're gonna have to trust me on this.
I never trust you.
That's fair, but
Yeah.
it'll get us there faster than horseback. So
All right.
Poetry nods, looks a little nervous, but she kind of pulls out a little notebook as she like follows you into the lab. Rude. Is everybody else
All right.
sort of following?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them
Yes.
outside. Hey, people outside, are you coming in?
Yeah.
I'm already in.
I said the
mean-
people that are outside. Are you outside?
No, I'm inside. I just said that.
Oh, okay, good.
All right.
Everyone-
Are
is
you
fine.
outside?
Yeah. You all
I don't know anymore.
head into the building. You go through the
Yeah.
piles, and Argonis leads them through back to the ship as it's ready and waiting to go. Yeah, the folks that haven't seen it, you see this giant contraption next to these other two giant contraptions, and it looks like this huge, like, mechanical boat with legs. There's a little gnome sort of sitting on one of the railings, looking down. She waves, kind of like really happily at all of you. Welcome aboard the Swan, everybody.
Thanks.
Why does it have legs?
I don't
Why?
know.
Why not? Why wouldn't it have legs?
Why do you have legs, Lena?
Exactly. Okay, so maybe I do like the mouse.
I'm not a boat.
I'm on a boat.
So do you all get on?
Yeah.
Reluctantly.
Okay.
No,
The legs of the ship.
No, I followed the boat walking. Of course I get on.
All right, you all sort of clamber aboard up the little ramp, and she clicks the button again, and it like shoots back in and resets. And then she kind of gives a holler out across the hangar, and you see another little gnome is over on the other side and gives a wave, and then hits this giant red button on the side of the building, and the back of the building just like lifts up like this huge garage door on the back, right out across the outside of the city, so you can see like some fields stretch out into the rest of the world. Basically, you hear some grinding noises as Selza works some things at this little dashboard that's at the front of the boat, and then with a huge start, the big contraption begins marching outside of the hangar. Like, it's this huge lurch to begin with, and the legs like slowly get going as this thing crawls out of the hangar and exits through the door. She kind of looks back at you all. So, we're headed up to the north. I'm gonna let you know right now. You might want to buckle up because we're gonna go pretty fast.
Super fast. Okay. What's a buckle? I mean, is this like a? Wait, is this like my belt?
She like pulls her goggles down on her face, and she gestures back behind her. You notice that there's like a couple sort of like benches that have been like definitely afterthought added into this boat. You see that they have like kind of like a seatbelt sort of thing, just basically ropes that you tie around yourself. And
I'm suddenly having second thoughts.
yeah. And she doesn't even wait to see if you all sit down. She reaches out and pulls this huge lever to the right, and the whole thing lurches forward into high gear. The legs begin like super fast scrambling across the ground as this thing shoots out from the hangar. Everyone roll me a quick constitution check.
Constitution.
Constitution, where are you?
Natural
17.
20.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Dirty 20.
Natural 2.
Oh no.
Bye.
Can I be holding on to Vittori?
I don't remember. Where were you, Vittori? Were you on the ground
My
or were you
pocket.
with someone?
Very well.
I'm probably in Ivan's pocket.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Where I'm usually.
Okay. Ivan, what did you roll?
17.
Okay. Rena, are you on the boat as well?
Yeah, there went on.
Okay. What did you roll for your constitution?
4.
Okay.
2 plus 2, so 4.
Yeah. Poetry also rolls a 3.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I guess they're not good on the machines, huh?
No.
What?
Basically, if you rolled below a 12, as this thing lurches forward into high gear, you all fall over onto the surface. Anybody who rolled above that, you're able to sort of make your way to the seats. Like, it's still lurching, like, it's hard to stand, but you make your way to the seats. Vittori, you're in Ivan's pocket, so either maybe you fall out onto the deck.
Probably.
I guess so. He rode really bad.
But you all, fall out as this thing starts ricocheting down the road. You see, like, there's, like, people along the road and stuff are like, ah! Like, they're all, like, running away as this thing, like, careens over the hills and stuff. It's going, like, extremely fast, and it feels like as you continue, it gets faster and faster and faster until it's reached its top speed, and you just roar across the landscape on your way north. And that's where we'll end our session for today.
Hey, we made it out of the town finally.
You made it out of town! It only took us 3.5 hours!
Yeah, I was asleep for the first hour apparently.
Right? So good. That was fun! Yay! So we're finally on our way.
Yay!
We're on a boat with legs.
We're on a boat! We're on a boat! Glad you chose the Tinkerer's route. Horses just would have been too boring, so...
Yeah.
We'll see what happens and if the boat makes it in the next session.
Oh no.
Well, that doesn't sound promising.
Yeah, looks good so far.
But at the very last moment, you could probably pull your broom out.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
If shit happened, you're like, fuck this, and just
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
nope. None of this.
Raina's the only one that survives this journey.
Oh god.
Everyone else becomes a casualty of an experiment.
yeah, there's gonna be a pancake on a mountain wall somewhere.
Yeah, we died a murder.
So good. Thanks everybody for joining today. I'm excited.
Thank you
us
for
to-
joining as well.
You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what would happen if I wasn't here. That would be interesting, how that would work.
You wouldn't be doing anything.
What if
Lena
there
would
was no
finally start
DM?
fishing.
Like, what would happen? Kirby's like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with D&D now. Let's do something else. Thanks for joining, everybody. I appreciate it. We will see you next time as we continue the main Peekaboo session. We may be back with a Hell Arc again soon. If you want to join in on the community at all, make sure to join our Discord. Yay! Thanks. Thanks, Abe. It was well timed. But make sure to join the Discord if you aren't there already, and you can join and know when the games are going to be back again. That music is really loud because I was like, yes, Groovy, show me this music, and now it has increased exponentially.
Also, thank you so much, Lady Echoes, for joining with
Yes,
us.
Lady
today.
Echoes, thank you for joining
Yay.
us. Looking forward
I
to
mean,
it.
like I
So-
said earlier, your presence is. I mean, me just being in your presence is Oh,
It's an honor
Lord,
for
okay.
us. Yes, we are honored.
Yes. There you go.
We are not worthy.
Exactly.
We're
Well,
not
Dustin,
worthy.
you are definitely not worthy.
Well, looking forward to seeing Reyna and Argonis get that spaghetti dinner next episode.
Mhm,
Stay
right?
tuned for
Reyna,
the Moonlight side quest where Argonis attempts to woo Reyna.
Woo woo.
Woo woo.
Woo to the fucking woo.
All right, everybody. Have an awesome rest of your week. I forgot to say it today, but most folks here, well, a few of us here are streamers. Generally, not frequently, but generally.
What is streaming?
Yeah, what is
Sometimes.
that? So
Streaming when?
throw these folks who follows if you can. Call Me Ames definitely does stream a lot, so
I stream
make sure-
sometimes.
Go throw them a follow. It's a great time. It's a good time.
You love,
Ames is a
if you
pro
love breeding,
streamer.
I mean, if you can go see it all you want every day. At what time?
Every day.
It's like Thursdays through Sundays at 5, except
Oh.
for D&D Sunday.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
well, then
There we
that's
go.
awkward. Uh-oh.
Jag,
I
thanks
thought that
for
was
being
every-
here.
oh.
We appreciate you being here. Appreciate you chatting with us.
Yeah.
I don't remember what comment you made, but it was so funny and it made me laugh a lot. What was it?
I think it was about me.
Yeah,
It was the broom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
Hide the broom. I don't know
throws,
about
throws
the
the
broom.
broom away.
I guess I'm gonna have to ride Dustin because he is a horse. He is a horse.
Save-
Yeah,
save a broom,
Reyna
ride a
suddenly
horse.
throws the broom into the nearest trash can. That made me laugh so hard. Threw me off a lot. It was great. All right, everybody. Have a good day. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.